should know by now you've probably had enough of hearing opinions. Somebody has to tell the truth. Whosoever abideth in him sinneth not. Whosoever sinneth has not seen him or known him. He that committeth sin is of the devil. For the devil sinneth from the beginning. For this purpose the Son of God was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil. Whosoever committeth sin is the servant of sin. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins, but a certain fearful looking of judgment, fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversaries. If you sin, you are an enemy of the cross.
Ooh, we're a day early. Y'all can thank JoJo for that. You can definitely thank JoJo for that. Wait, StreamYard. So I can just sit in the waiting room till it's time to start. Tim V's going to be joining us. We're going to be introducing a guy named Tim V. He's been on the show before, but I want to give him a formal introduction. And I really do want to give him the credit where it is due. This dude does the work. This dude does the work all on his own. I don't have to be up his ass. I don't have to ride him. I don't have to nothing. This dude does the work. And it's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing. What up, JoJo? Yeah, JoJo. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be doing this. So we're supposed to go live tomorrow. And in my infinite wisdom, I thought it was today. So I got through everything I needed to get through today. I did all this shit. And I'm like, tonight's going to be an awesome show. It's going to be this great show. And then I'm like, wait, it's scheduled for tomorrow. So we decided to do an introduction. I want you to get to know Tim. I'm waiting for him to pop up in the background. Let me send him the link because I'm just going to throw him up here. I'm excited. I really am excited about tonight. I really, really, really am excited about tonight's show. It's gonna be good, and tomorrow's is gonna be even better, way better. But tonight's still gonna be phenomenal. Like it's just gonna be good. Like everything that has to do with this is always good. I'm just excited. I am so excited. I look at the conditions that the world's in. I've got some clips for you today. We've got things to talk about. Man, let me tell you. Whew. It sucks having to keep my mouth shut. So I'm Perry. I'm the preacher, right? I'm the guy with the hat in the picture. Tim would be the other one. Opa, same. Happy child. I think I know who you are. Pretty sure you're Milana. I don't know, man. I can't keep track of all these fucking screen names. But I try. I really do try. I am very excited for tonight's show. I really, 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 really am. Which should say a lot. I mean, oh, wait, what? They have this is new. I could take a screenshot. This is new. They have a background music option. What is this? Ooh. Well, that would keep me, somewhat occupied. Acoustic cinematic. I'm just waiting on Tim V. Oh, for anybody, listen, look. The last show we did, okay, which is this is it doesn't bother me at all, not one bit, but this kind of drives me nuts. If I would have actually been converting somebody, that person who came in here and was causing all kinds of shit, that person would have actually fucked that up. Like that's what they came in here for. That's what they came on here for, was to fuck that up. If I was converting somebody, they came here to fuck that up. Tim V, it says your device is not connected. They will need to connect their mic and cam before you can add them to the stream. Let me take a screenshot of this and send it to him so he knows. I want to add him to the stream, but I can't because... Let me see. I'm so tempted to just send this guy the shit that he needs so he can do this with me. Okay, so he disappeared, then he'll be back. So, That's very real. Like, we really do have a cash giveaway. Anybody that still sins, if you still think you sin, I want you to come up here and do a Bible study with me. It takes about an hour and a half to it, the most, absolute most. And that's if we go into great detail on everything. Um, and right now they're sitting $120 in the bank. There's $120 in the bank for the person that does the study. So if you've got friends and family, if you've got somebody, yeah, it is Milana. Okay. So if you've got somebody that you want to get saved, that you want to see them go through the study, you want to see how they react to it, even if, and listen, that's the rules of the study. You don't get the money unless you finish. So if you've got somebody that you want to see whether they blow up or not, yeah, send them. Send them. Tell them, listen, that's real shit. It'll take an hour and a half. I'm gonna pay you $120 if you finish the study. Whether you believe or not, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. That's your decision. It's been your decision your whole life. Whether you believe or not, I'm gonna pay you $120. All you got to do is finish, if you can finish. And if you live in the continental United States, I will send you a beautiful King James Crown of Thorns Bible. The whole book is wrapped in a crown of thorns. It's a fake leather. It's not a real leather, but it holds up really good. I mean, your first few times through, my daughters have been using them. I know people that have been using them for over a year now. They've held up really well, and really, I mean, after your first, I want to say like 5, 6 times through the whole Bible, if you're really marking them and you're really doing what you're supposed to do, you're gonna need a new Bible probably like every year and a half, 2 years. I know I need one. I need one really bad. But I don't want to give up all my notes. Like, and I'm good with giving up the notes, but I'm I'm not really good with the condition that it's in. So I'm at the point now where we're discussing, me and the wife are discussing sending mine in and having it rebound. We've got a guy in Kentucky that can do it, and or yeah, it's Indiana. No, it's Indiana. He's in Indiana and he does it. I haven't spoke to him. I did make the call, but mine's like my Peters are falling out. Like my Peters are falling out. Where is Tim V? He's supposed to be here. Going to try to figure it out ASAP. He's having a problem. He's got to force close Skype. Skype will always give you a problem because we were just on Skype talking. But in reality, I want to introduce to you guys Tim V today. He's somebody that I've been working with for, and I say working with, like we're laborers, we're fellow laborers together in this, and I've been working with him for a couple of years now, and he's got a very unique story. A very unique story. This kid is like, he's like one of my pride and joys. Like I've got a few people that I'm like, damn, yeah, you guys are really doing it. Like, and that's what it is. And he's one of those. Um, he, I don't know how to explain it. Like, this kid means the world to me. He's very much so younger than I am, but he's the same as me. And I would look at him no different. He's my brother in this, and I'm excited. I really am. So we're gonna have him on tonight, and then we'll have him on tomorrow too. Tomorrow we have a specific thing to go through. Tonight we really don't have any specifics. I really want to push this. Like, seriously, there's $120 sitting on the account, and I've got 20 sitting here that I'm gonna throw in the Bible. That's right here. I'll even write my name on it or whatever. I don't care. It'll go in the Bible and it'll go with. So well, I mean, there's 105, right? How much is in a paper? It's 105 on paper, 110 something after the last show. The people that really believe, like, those are the ones I know, like, they throw in, like, this is, and I want to do this a lot more often. I really, really do. If every one of the real believers threw in $10, even, if you're a real believer, if you really believe in the gospel, you should have no problem pitching in money. But I mean, if every one of us, yeah, there's 105 available in the PayPal balance, plus the 20, which I'm going to send in the Bible because I didn't have my other 15 in the PayPal. So, if all the real believers pitched in $10 every other week, we'd be giving away like $200 every 2 weeks, if not more. I mean, really more, because I've never even offered it to YouTube. I've never even asked YouTube, and I never would. I mean, it's not my thing. If you want to pitch in, cool. You need to reach out. Like, we do a lot of things. We send people Bibles. We do a lot, and it all comes out of our own pockets. I promised everybody when I started this channel I would never monetize. This is not about money. It's not about me. I don't take a fucking dime from anybody. I've never asked anybody for shit. But I mean, we've all helped each other. Like, there's been people that have really helped my family. There's been people, we really help people. That's what it's all about. It's about loving each other. So it's not, it's definitely not about me. But that's real shit. That's real shit. We've got $125 sitting on the line for the person that wants to do the Bible study that still sins. If you want to be set free from sin forever, you really want to know the truth, if you're really going to take it serious, there he is. If you want to know the truth and you're really going to take it serious, then reach out. Reach out. All I ask is that you do it live with me, and that's it. Like, that's it. You do it live. Be over 18, live in a 48 Continental. And even if you don't, I don't care. That's fine. I'll still PayPal you the money. You just got to have a PayPal. And even it's not even about the money. At the end of the day, most people, when you finish the study with them, and actually, I found out JoJo. Tim V, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. Perfect.
Cool.
All right. So JoJo, bald head down here at the bottom of the screen. Bald head.
Yep.
I actually inadvertently. So he's been my friend for 20 years. I've known him for 20 years plus, 20 plus. Like, we went to fucking 6th grade together. Like, and he was always like the spoiled, rotten rich kid who had all the bitches and played baseball and did all that shit. And I was always the dirty, rotten poor kid. Like, we knew of each other because of 7th grade science class. We were in the same class. That's the only reason we knew of each other. But there was such a divide between us, As we got older, he moved. He moved in 7th grade. He moved to another town. And then, I went through all the shit that I went through. And then I went to, we moved. We had to move. I actually, dude, like, they tried to kill me. I got jumped. I got fucked up, dude. I can't believe I didn't die that day. And so my mom was like, okay, we'll finally move. So we moved like an hour away. And it turned out I'm leaving a lot out of the story, but when I enrolled in high school at the new town that we moved to, Joey went to the same high school. So because we were from where we were from, we got along great, and we've been best friends ever since. So, like, I owed him $500 because it's been way more than a couple. Holy shit, Joey. It's been like 6 years almost, dude. So I went through some shit. I had a great career, I had everything made, and I met the wrong broad. That's what happened. I met the wrong broad. I met the right broad, but I met the wrong broad. Like that was just, it was, I look back now and I'm like, it was just to keep me out of the Bible. Like, I already know it was just to keep me out of the Bible. And it's a really long story. Like, it was a girl I went to boot camp with when I was 16. And I was like, oh, this is meant to be. And oh, the fuck, it wasn't. Like,
oh man.
I met the wrong broad, and she ended up getting herself sold into some bullshit. Like legit, that's real shit. So I did the psycho thing, and I went and got her out of it. Like, I got her out of it, and it took me and a couple other dudes. Like, we went and did some shit, dude. Like, kicking in doors and fucking to not so nice people. Like, that's like the Taken story, dude. Just nobody died, and I'm surprised nobody died. Like, we went through some shit, and throughout it, I was living with Joey, and like he let me use his work truck to go track this bitch and to track the people that had her, and like real shit. He can vouch for this, and it just ended horrible. And I owed him like $500. I owed him $500 for I ended up going to jail. I went to jail for however long it was, 45 days, 60 days, something like that. I got out, and then I gave up everything. I was like, I don't want to live this life no more. And I went back home, and then I met my wife, And after I got converted, Joey was like the first one I thought about. He was like one of the first people I thought about. And I was like, well, fuck it, dude. For what I know, I was like, fuck yeah, I'll pay him what I owe him. Right. But I've known him for so
Right.
many years. Like, I'm like, even if I don't pay him, we'll still be friends, you know? Like, if I would have called him,
Yeah.
he would have been pissy about it, but like we'd have still been friends.
Yep.
And like we've really been through that much together. And so at the end
Damn.
of it all,
Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough.
I was like, fuck it, dude. I was like, you know what, Joey? I know you're mad about it. Whatever. I know I owe you $500. I was like, I'm gonna pay you $500. You're gonna come out here and do this Bible study with me. And it was actually Joey that I paid. I paid more than I've ever paid anybody to do the Bible study. I paid him $500 fucking dollars. Even though I owed it to him, I still gave him $500 to come out and sit down
Yep.
and do the fucking Bible study. And Joey, bald head, has one of these Bibles, one of these exact Bibles. And today I made him read Proverbs 4. And you know why? Because I made you read the same shit.
Yep.
Proverbs 4.
Yep.
Like, and which is what we're going to start tomorrow with. I don't want to get too much into tomorrow. This is
Yeah.
all-
Let's not do that tonight.
No, this is all just
tomorrow's gonna be a
intro.
very long.
This is all just an intro for tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow's going to be a great show. We've got a lot planned for you. Tim, I'm excited to fucking have you on here. To everybody, again, that's real shit, dude. There's $105 sitting on the line for the person that gets up here and has the balls to do the full Bible study with me. It's not hard. None of this is hard. Listen, you go to church, you give them your money. You go to websites, you give them your money. You go to YouTube channels, you give them your money. You go everywhere, you give them all your money. At the end of the day, who's giving it to you?
Yep.
Nobody. Right? And I'm, as a preacher, and I know Tim, and here, I know Tim's the same way because he pitched in on this, right? Part of that 120 is your money, yes?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And that's
So
literally just sit down and read. Just go through the study. That's it.
that's it. Just go through the
it. We'll
study.
give you money, whether you believe.
Yeah, we'll give you money.
Or don't.
Like we'll give you
Regardless.
money. Just go through that's how
down and
confident
go through
we are in what we preach. Bible ninjas.
Literally,
Yeah, that's
dude.
what it is. That's what it is, dude.
Oh,
Like I
man,
can't even
love
stress
that.
this enough, dude. I would give somebody my left arm if I thought they would actually believe. Like actually believe. Like you be a doer of the work.
I'll let him cut off my name on, dude. Like, dude, this book's just. I can't even explain it, man. Like, bro.
Okay, so Tim, this is about introducing you. I've had you on the show
Absolutely.
before. I've had you on the
Yep.
channel before. I would like to have you on here more regularly. I really like, we
And
already talked about this.
I really want
But
to. Yeah, I know.
At the end of the day, I would love to have you on here more regularly. If not, I would just give you my all my access shit to it too. I don't care. It makes no difference to me. You know what you should do, bro? You should do Never Sin Again in
What's
Russian.
up?
I should give you all my login info.
I
and,
do. I know,
have you have at
dude.
it.
I need
Just
to edit it. I want to have English subtitles and just in Russian. And the thing is, in Russian, they go from the Synodal version. The Synodal version. I was reading the Synodal version, and it's like this. It's like the NIV.
it's
It
skewed.
literally is like the NIV. It's very
is, I
skewed.
mean-
It is skewed hard, dude. It is
The truth is in
hardcore
them,
skewed.
though. I mean, the truth
It is.
in 'em.
It is. It is because
I'm
it
excited.
always boils down to John 8:34, 1 John 3:6, 1 John 3:8. All boils down to those verses, and it's just that's what gets them. That's what tells you, like, hey, like Jesus didn't really fucking lie. He's the
Speaking
language.
of,
He
hey,
didn't
Tim,
just.
Tim,
Yeah,
here's
what's
what
up?
we're gonna do. At the bottom is John. What do you want to do? Do you want a 1 John 3:6 or John 8:34? You get a choice of two.
Let's do John 8:34.
All right, you
Tell
go
him,
ahead.
if you're in front of him.
It's gonna be the ticker.
Perfect.
It's gonna go across the bottom. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
You know
yep.
how-
I've seen
okay.
it.
So today I want you to introduce it and explain it.
There you go. Let's do it. There you go.
There it is.
Boom. So I will read it from the book itself, King James, John
Hang on,
8:34.
Wait for it. There it is. Go.
John 8:34. So Jesus answered them, "Verily, verily," which means truly, truly, I say unto you, whosoever committeth sin is the servant of sin. So take your life, take your mindset, take what you believe in. Do you believe you sin? If you do, and if you think and if you trust it and you say you sin, believe you sin, and you're trusting in God, and you say that you trust in God, you profess that you know God, so you trust him. If you commit sin, you're the servant of sin. And I will actually pull up the whole verse. He says,
Yeah.
commit sin, you are the servant of sin, and the servant abideth not in the house forever, but the son abideth in the house forever. I believe that's how it goes.
Yeah, it is, actually. Oh, you're going by memory.
Yeah, completely.
Ooh. See, I love that, dude. Yeah, the servant abideth not in the house forever, but the son abides forever. And then
So now,
that brings you that verse even ties it to 1 John 3:6, where he said,
and
"Whosoever abides in him, yeah, whoever abides in him
and it
sins
goes
not."
to it goes to everywhere. That was the key to unlocking it. So if you believe that, or if you don't, if you still believe you sin, according to what Jesus says, that's what you're gonna be judged by his words. By his words, everything, the whole book, you're gonna be judged by that. Everything he says, that's what's gonna tell you. That's what's gonna judge you. So either you believe him or you don't. Whether you trust that. So if you're a sinner, if you commit sin, you're just a servant of sin. That's simply
Bingo.
what it says. You're a
Ooh.
servant of it. Not only, and look
Ooh.
what he also says under it. He literally says specifically, he tells you this in, like, you can read it, you can understand it, you see. He says, and the servant abides not in the house forever. You will not be with him if you commit sin. It's
Never
two-sided.
happened.
There's no gray area. It's one or the other. You're righteous or you're not.
You're not.
Simply put. So tie that to 1 John 3:6. Whosoever abideth in him sinneth not. Sinneth not. He does not sin. Whosoever sinneth has not seen him, neither known him.
Hang on, wait. I'm
So
gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
yeah, pull it up. If anything,
Hang on.
right now. I'm
Right here.
going from memory.
Boom.
Yep, there you go. 1 John 3:6. Whosoever abideth in him. So if you're in him, you don't sin. You cannot sin. You can't. Whosoever sinneth has not seen him, neither known him.
Neither know
Now,
him.
this right here is actually very good because it not only explains just that, and they want to talk context and like, oh well, we sin in the spirit. We can tie that to so many different things. Now even just 1 John 3:6. Let's
Oh,
go to
Tim's gonna go
1 John
ham.
3:6
He's just gonna
9.
snap.
No, because it's simple. It's
It's so
literally
simple.
telling you. Tie that to when Jesus says, he who rejecteth me, he doesn't judge them. Or I need to find that verse.
Look, he's got so much energy right now. He's been waiting for
Dude.
this like all day. The truth is, the real truth, like, well, I mean, we tell the truth anyway, but the truth
Absolutely.
is that the show that we had scheduled for tomorrow, we thought it was tonight. I thought it was tonight. And I'm like, okay, I'm
Yep.
all excited, like pumped. We have a specific show plotted out. Like, not, we haven't had the discussions or anything. I know he reads the same book I do, so we don't got any worries. But we ended up realizing that it wasn't tonight. So I wanted to introduce everybody to Tim, and this is his introduction. Tim, I need you to send me a link to your channel. I know you don't have
Yes.
content yet. I
Yes,
know you
not
don't,
yet.
and that's okay. But the reason I want the link and the reason I want everybody else to have the link is, listen, if you think I'm full of shit, go talk to him. Go talk to him.
And if you think I'm full of shit, there's somebody else that we can talk to. There's more people that
we
know.
can send you to like 15 different people, and they're all going to tell you the same thing. That's
Same thing.
The same thing. Nobody's going to be any different.
Literally.
Like,
There's no different interpretation. There's no different nothing. It's one mind, one gospel, one truth.
That's it. Anybody
There's
that says
only
we're
one thing.
lying, anybody that says we're lying is because they're lying.
They don't even know it. They don't
have no
know
idea.
it. They don't, because they think, they have a zeal for God according. Oh man, dude, they
Not
have a
according
zeal
to
for God,
knowledge.
but not according to knowledge. You don't believe, you don't understand, and that's why we're here. We're here to help you understand and teach you and show you, hey, this is what Jesus did. In the simple, he didn't fucking lie. That's what it boiled. He didn't lie, so believe what he said. When you believe what he said, you take all your pride, all your ego, everything, all that shit you're holding on to, all your dreams, all your visions, whatever. If Jesus said one thing, but you trust on something else, like, come on, dude. Like, it's so simple.
Banning the shit out of my channel, man. YouTube
What was that? Sorry.
YouTube is shadow banning the shit out of my channel.
Oh yeah. But but it's still popped
Oh,
up. Just like this live,
it is.
your
It doesn't
video,
matter. There's
it's
like
gonna pop
60
up for that
people.
one.
There's like 60 people that watch this. They watch it. Like it
That's
goes up like
60
one or
people.
two every couple of months where I see like consistent like people that go back and check and see if we put up anything.
Yep.
That's why I
And
don't care. Who was it? Like Dave, he'll come in and be like, "You only got one person watching." I'm like, "Yeah, but there's like 60 over the span of the next few days." It just
within those
aggravates me.
days, dude, it goes up to
You know
over
these
100.
fucking
There's
bot things, dude, that show up in the chat. The bot
yeah,
things that show up in
those
the chat.
Russian bots. Yep, I've
Varg
seen them.
something. Oh, it drives me
Yep.
nuts. Like
Same with
just
my TikTok. Same thing.
I don't see TikTok. I don't have that issue, but I haven't put up a TikTok video in a couple of weeks. I really have no. I
I'm
could.
gonna
I
be
should do
posting
it
one
while we're
soon.
doing this.
We'll figure it out.
I like that.
But
I
I've
play with their editor.
yeah, I've tried. Like, there's so many things. I was really trying to cut the video. Like, you make one part and then you cut it, and then you cut it to a different part. I have to redo it, not from TikTok, but from my
No, dude,
camera
no.
itself.
Just fuck with it for like an
It's
hour. Just fuck around with it. Just see what you can do, and just play with it for a couple hours. I know that sounds fun, but
I know what you.
just play with it for a couple
Hey.
hours, and then you'll figure it out. Just play with it for a couple
Oh
hours and
man.
you'll figure it out. But at the end of the day, no, dude, TikTok's got a badass editor, and once you figure it out, like it's dope. Like I really enjoy making the last
No, it
video
is.
I did. I just don't have the patience. Oh, Joey's going to bed.
Yeah.
Like JoJo's leaving. Puss.
Uh,
I made him read Proverbs 4 today because I thought tonight was tomorrow's study. But that's good. He needs to read. He needs to read. He really does need to
yep.
read. He doesn't know what he's
And
missing yet.
Jojo, I really highly recommend it.
So Tim V,
I'm
real quick,
telling you, I can do it.
about yourself.
Yeah.
How long have you been a believer now?
October 30th. So about 1 year. So October 30th. Yeah, it's been that long.
You sure it's one and not two?
Just a quick backstory. I don't know what you just
Or
did to your
this
mic, but it just
upcoming
like
October
blew
would
up.
be two.
Hold up,
This up,
say that one. Say that one. Yeah, your
so
mic
is
is
it
messed up. I don't know if it's mine.
October 30th? This upcoming October, would it be one or two?
Oh, two. This
It'll be two.
upcoming. Yeah. So it's gonna be up to 2 years this October 30th.
No
I already
shit.
passed that anniversary.
What?
Yeah. But your mic is messing up. I don't know if it's just for me. They might be hearing it. They might not.
Is it?
But it sounds very echoey.
Oh, I know why. It's because of this. Here, you know what I need to do? Really, I need to put on my headphones.
Or that. Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay. I am my battery. Dude, I'm having a lot of
No.
technical issues right now. My battery is very low, and it's not charging. It was at 4% charging on my
Okay,
in my
are you
car.
there?
Hold up.
How much?
It's at 3%. It was at 4. I put on charge, and it's going down like every 30 minutes. So let me
Shit.
see what I can do real quick. If it starts going down, if it
And he's gone. Damn it. Tim V. Oh well. This is Tim V's introduction anyway. That's Tim V. That is Tim V. He's been doing this for over a year. Over a year. He reads the Bible the same as I do. He's read it the same as I have. Like this kid preaches. He does what it is. Oh, wait, he's back. There he
Yep.
is. He's back. Okay.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I started my car and it reset my charging port.
Oh, I see it.
But like I was saying, just a quick backstory. So yeah, October 30th, what was it? Yeah, 2020, 2021.
Well, I think
Yeah.
it was 2020, dude.
It was 2020, yeah, because this is 2020. It's 2022. It's coming up on October 30th. So yeah, almost 2 years now. Over a year and some change. That's when it hit me. But before that, I was, I was a wreck. I was sitting there, grew up in a, just regular church, Pentecostal, charismatic. So I would say with healings and like the miracle, like I've seen things. I've seen a lot of that mystical thing. It's
You
a lot. I've
prophesied
seen
in
those
his
things, and that,
name. You
yep,
prophesied in his
I
name.
did all. I did everything, and I would tell people. I would tell people this. I'll be like, Jesus told me this. I had dreams, and I could tell
Oh,
you dreams,
shit.
and I will explain dreams to you that I've had back then, thinking that it was of God and this and that. And that will just wreck you comparing to how things are now and what the Bible actually says about them. But
They
just to
never
keep it
come
very
true.
simple. Yep, simply
They
put,
never come true.
and it
Everybody
was
who puts
it's a
stock
lot.
in that shit, it never happens.
Yep, yep.
And
Same with
very
the
rarely when it
rapture.
does, it's coincidence. And then you're like, oh, God gave me a vision. No, God did not give you a
Yep,
vision. If you still sin, you don't fucking know him.
yep. Because the Bible clearly states, as First John, it says, if you sin, you're of the devil. So if you're of the
Yeah.
devil, who are you really praying to? Who is your master? You can't serve two. You can only serve one. So
Damn.
if you're going back and forth. I mean, who are you serving? Who
I'm
are you
so
praying to?
excited. I'm so excited, dude. I really am.
You have no idea, dude.
We're in it, dude. We're in it. We're
Oh,
in it.
dude. I was reading Jeremiah earlier, just going through the prophecy and mystery of spiritual Egypt. You know, Sodom and Egypt,
Yeah, no, that's Jerusalem,
and
bro.
yeah, Jerusalem, but spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Like Revelation says. Oh, it's a lot, dude. It is insane. But just going back to everything I was saying, grew up in a church. Grew up in I was always like I loved God even as a kid, always in church, always worshiping, praising, and then one day I started getting into these things. I started, I'll put it this way, as um, the sinners or Christians, quote unquote, they'll understand. I fell away. I left God. I left the church. I started smoking, drinking, all these different things, and I just boom went one way, and I just went down. Actually, it was still a really dark path. There was a lot of shit that I went through. There was a lot of things, death, seeing death, almost experiencing it so many times, going through that, and then just one day got sick of it, and I was like, let me go to God. And I I sat there and I was like, God, forgive me.
Hang on.
From
So
that point
how the
on,
fuck
I started seeking Him.
how did you end up so for most people that watch this have no idea who you are to me and how we met and they have no idea. So how the fuck did you end up in Bible school?
Which is what I was gonna bring up.
And
Um,
then what kind of
which is what
school
I was
was
kind
it?
of going
Like
towards.
get into detail. I really want the details.
If you want I mean, it's I'll try to keep it simple but in detail. Um, so I started seeking God, and I was like, you know what? It's like I'll just pray about it. I repented, and I was like, God, forgive me. And even that same day, like I threw away all my, my weed and then all my cigarettes and all my jewels. And then like about a few hours later, I ran into my trash can and grabbed one of my nicotine sticks. And I ran in,
Your
and I was like,
tools.
oh well, yeah, Jules. I call it my nicotine stick.
Oh,
And I
oh,
ran,
oh,
and I
oh,
was just
oh,
going back
oh, okay.
and
I
forth.
know what you're talking about. The vapes.
Yeah, yep, vapes, all those things. And going through that, and I was just going back and forth. I was like, well, look, now I'm going to God. I have to, try to stop this, but it's hard for me to do it, cold turkey this. So I was like, I'll build up to it, and eventually I'll stop. And like changing myself, I thought that's what I had to do, because I have to be good, just like all the church people. They seemed very righteous and like godly outside, like in how they came up, from what they said, how they acted, what they preached, all
What
these
kind of
things.
church did you go to?
Um, so I went to a Pentecostal church because those are
You know
the
what's
churches
so
that I grew up
fucked
in.
up
It was a
and unfortunate?
Pentecostal
We even have to
charismatic.
ask people that question.
Yeah, and
If you have to
it's
ask that question, what kind of church do you
fuck.
go to? Like, isn't there only one real one?
Yep. It's like what kind of demon do you worship? What kind of demon?
Right, that's
What
what you're
kind of devil
asking
are
me.
you a part of?
Oh, all right, keep going. Sorry, man.
Um,
I think about it
no,
and I'm like,
you're good. No, you're good. It's tough, and I mean it's true. But went to a Pentecostal church, so I started going there. started meeting all, like, I literally, like, I just really wanted God. There was something inside me that just wanted Him, and to know Him and understand and just be with Him. That's it. That's all I wanted in life. I didn't care if I died. I just wanted to know God. And I go to a random church that I heard about. Go to this church, and I start, going to all the worship things, their little Bible studies, their this and this, and I start, believing. I was like, oh, well, yeah, now God knows me. I'm in church. I'm doing all these things. I'm here. I stopped this and this. God is working in my life. And I was like, you know what? Let me take this next step. I was like, I already quit so many things at this point, like cigarettes, weed, alcohol, drugs. I was like, I am good. I am on God's side now. And I go to this Bible school.
Wait,
I
wait, wait,
paid
wait,
I
wait, wait,
paid
wait.
13 to
Were you
15.
still sinning though?
Oh, absolutely. I still struggled with sin. I was still, it was, and
Fuck.
for the people hearing
You're like,
this,
I am
for
good.
the people,
I am good. I am God's this and God's that, and I am good. And then you
yep,
still said,
yep. And that's
so
that's
fucked
what
up.
that's what hurt so bad when I realized later on. And going through that struggle and everything, it was still just a back and forth. It was just like going, God forgive me, this. Oh, He forgives me, and it was a circle. It was like I was going round and round, and I couldn't get out of it. But I thought I was of God because I changed. I wasn't who I was before. And
Oh, wait.
uh,
Think about that though. Did you really change?
exactly, I did
No,
not
I mean,
because I
deep,
still
go deep,
didn't.
go deep. Did you
If I want to go deep,
really change?
no, my
No.
desires were still there. I still wanted to do those things. I like that temptation, that they say of the flesh. I wanted to do those things. I was just suppressing them as hard as I could, thinking that's what I had to do for God. And I was trying to hide it. I try to hide it from everybody, but in my own place, I was always doing my own little secret thing. And even then, there was times where I thought, like, oh, God doesn't see that, well, what I'm doing, because He sees me as, a child, you know. But I was still a sinner, and I was still sinning. And it was, I mean, it was difficult, dude. It was just back and forth, and it mentally
Can you
broke me. So I was
sin
like, you know what?
now?
No, not in
No.
any way, shape. I can't physically sin. I can't. It's whatever I do, whether I drink a beer, whether I go watch something, whether I go watch, like, whatever it is, and it goes into deep. I don't feel like I should say it for maybe newcomers watching.
But it's
Yeah,
whatever.
you know what I mean, though. Um,
Yeah. No matter
but no,
what.
I cannot sin. I have not sinned for over a year, almost a year and a half at this point. I've been free from sin. Romans 6:18.
And you read the Bible by yourself, right?
Every single day.
Right. Now
It's
is
what
that
you live by.
it's what you live
Live
by?
by it. Well, the Bible, yeah. That's what you
Fuck, man, that makes me want to
read.
do tomorrow's show tonight. I can't though.
We gotta wait. We gotta wait. I know. I know.
Uh, you live
Um,
by it though, yeah?
absolutely. Every single word.
Every
Every
single
single
word.
word.
Every single word
And
counts. Let me ask you a question.
every single
If
word.
you turn your back on one verse, what do you
You
think
turn
that
your
is?
let me explain, because we just talked about this. If you turn your back on one verse, connected to John 1:1, in the beginning was the Word. The
Right,
Word was with God. And the Word.
right. Hang on.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
want I
You
because
turn
it's
your back on
tomorrow's
Him.
show. That's tomorrow's show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So if you turn your back on one
Um,
verse
you turn your back on Him. Simply,
on the whole book.
you turn
Now,
on Him. It's everything. You refuse Him.
okay, so how old are you, Tim?
I am 19 years old.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. And you read it on your own. Do you need me for anything?
No,
No. So
regarding scripture salvation.
even if we never spoke again, you still have it perfectly?
Absolutely,
Absolutely. Ooh, see, I
absolutely.
love that. That's what I'm going for. That's kind of what I want to convey. Like in all this, like
Yeah,
I'm introducing you. Yes, absolutely. This is Tim B. I do want him on this channel a lot more, and I do want to give him. I do want to give. Yeah, I would like to give you access to it, to be honest, so that you could run shit yourself, on your own things. But
yeah,
the whole thing is like I know for we've known each other now for a year and a half, and just about,
yep,
and through that, I've seen that you actually do the work. Like you know what it is. If let me see how you react to this. If you were to never preach again,
Because
would you
it's gonna
still
go
be
into
the problem you run into is
the talent. I gave my talent out. I could be good with that one talent, with what just that one piece. But
but are you guaranteed that one will stick?
that's what I was gonna bring it back to. It's guaranteed that
Right.
won't stick. It will, it won't. We're
It's got to
supposed to
stick.
consider ourselves. Yep, it's got to stick. But regardless of that, we're supposed to consider ourselves unprofitable. Even if you give one profit, you give one talent, or two, or three, or four, or five, or 10, or 50.
Beautiful, dude.
Yeah, you
Beautiful.
tell them
Oh,
you're
beautiful.
supposed to consider
Yep.
yourself. And that, hey, listen, that unprofitableness, it's humble yourself. It's that humbleness. Like no matter what you did, consider yourself like you did nothing.
Well,
Contend for
not
the
even
faith.
for that, dude. Not even for that. I mean, just
Right.
for
Sorry about
damn,
that.
dude. I want to do tomorrow's show so bad. I really,
We gotta
really,
save
really
it. We
do.
gotta save it.
Here, I'm gonna
This
flip
is
the
what the book
subject. I'm gonna
does.
flip
The
the
book
subject.
does
Are
this.
you ready? Are you ready? I'm gonna
Yep.
flip the
Go.
subject. All right, here you go. Watch. Pay attention.
Now there's a man by the name of Perry who calls himself the preacher, but he's a false preacher. And I'm going to show you by the word of God why the man's false and he's deceiving people. But he himself is deceived and stubborn and he won't listen.
Did you hear it?
Yep. He's stubborn. Well, listen,
No, hang on. Let me show you this one.
we
Let
gotta
me show you this.
we gotta let people know the
Hang
context
on,
about
hang
who this
on, hang
person
on,
is.
hang on, hang on.
Now, one of the things he says, and maybe there's many, many false things he says, is you don't have to change. There's no change in you. God created you in his image, and you just read the Bible and believe in Jesus and you'll be saved. Sounds good, but it's false, and I'll show you why.
Okay, hang on. So I want you to wait. Listen. So before we get into all this, and I knew
Yeah.
I just dropped those out of nowhere. We're gonna watch them both again. The first one,
No, I know.
he calls me a false preacher,
Yep.
right? And do you see? I'm not gonna sit here and insult him. I've got nothing to say. I'm not his judge.
Yep.
I'm just gonna tell him that, if you don't line up, you don't line up. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a
Acts
duck,
like a duck.
you won't
Absolutely.
be in my group.
Yep.
That's
And that's
how
that.
this works.
Hey, that's what brings it down. Hey, we
But it's
don't
not
judge
even
them.
my group.
God is
Tim, let me ask you a
right.
question. How long have you been in the sealed?
Damn, dude, it's since the day I got saved. The day I commented.
Listen. Oh, and you know what? Nobody even knows what
Oh,
the sealed is, dude. We've kept it such a
yeah.
secret. Like,
We're going a little too far.
no, it's cool. So to anybody that's
Yeah.
watching, just know that like we have a Skype group for believers only, for real believers only,
Yep.
like the people that take it serious, that do the work, that preach the gospel, that will put it all on the line. Listen, the people that we put in there are people that I really do truly with my whole heart believe they would die for the Bible, right? They would die for what the scripture says.
Yep.
Not like you would think. I mean like they would get Jesus. Like,
They would
and when I
just
say
die
they
for
would
it.
get Jesus, like if you go through the comments on my videos, you'll see how much shit people talk about us. Like, imagine if that was us preaching in public, which really should happen. Like that's what's coming. I know that's what's coming for this channel. Damn it, Tim.
That's what if Milana is still in this group, that's what I did. I told her, and it's
Dude,
in public. It's very fun. I
you know
like
what
it. I like
drives me
doing that in
nuts
public.
is like the people that are in the sealed really have you guys have no idea how blessed you are to have that. Like, I know. That's why I'm in there 24 hours a fucking day. Like, I know how blessed I am to have fucking 20 other people that we can sit and iron out scriptures with. But some of the people that are in there, they don't
Right.
check in for months at a time. And it drives me fucking nuts. Like,
Yep.
you guys don't understand how much we really do need each other. Anyway, so
Yep.
this
And
guy calls me a false preacher, and we have there's many of us. Is it just me?
no, there's a lot of us.
Have you
there's a
have you
good
fact
group of us.
checked me before? Ooh, that's a
Yeah.
really good question. Have you fact checked me
Sit
before?
back. Yeah. Everything just
Like
it goes back to scripture. We go
it
back
goes
to
back to
everything.
scripture. Okay, so
We hold
so has
ourselves
there been
accountable.
times where you've heard something come out of my mouth and you've been like, I don't know, and then you've gone and looked it up and been like, oh, okay.
Absolutely. And there's times where we've talked
Thank
about
you
it, where
for
we've
being
debated,
honest.
but we
That's what it
all
is.
settled. We all
That's what it
came to the
is.
same conclusion in the end.
Dude, that's what it
All
is.
right.
The same mind.
Boom, dude. It's
That's what it
boom.
is, bro.
The same
That's
mind.
what it is. So when we do that, look, and that's not a joke. Me and Tim I've never asked him that question. I've never asked somebody personally how they feel about what we preach or what comes out of my mouth because I'm the mouthpiece on this channel. So when I go into the field and I just spit verses all day, I've never stopped and actually asked somebody like, how do you feel about what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, have you gone and fact checked me before?
Me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, always.
Oh, you froze. What did you do?
Sorry. I'm trying. My
No, there
phone,
you go.
my
There you
phone
go.
battery
No,
is
there you
going
are.
down.
You're there. You're there. Whew.
But I will freeze again one more time. I still hear what you're saying. I
Why
still
don't you
heard what
just
you were
go in
saying,
your
even
house?
like that's why.
Why don't you just go in your house?
Yeah, I might as well. I'm like 30 seconds away. All right.
That way you're warm and like I feel
I mean,
bad
I'm
you're in
still
the
warm right
cold.
now. I'm in my car. I'm
So you
warm right now.
have
I have the
fact
heater
checked me though.
on.
You have fact checked
Yes,
me.
absolutely.
And I would
Everybody
assume the
has. We
same.
hold each
And
other
I know
accountable
they have. Yeah, I know they have. I know everybody tears me apart. They make damn sure I'm fucking either I'm on point or I'm fucked. And that's what's crazy.
because.
Like that's what's so crazy, dude.
Yep.
Everybody will go watch Robert Breaker and Gene Kim, and they'll go watch fucking the dipshit that goes and preaches in California. What's his name? Ray Comfort. They'll go watch John.
Rake. Yep.
What's his name?
MacArthur.
John.
We go.
John
John
MacArthur.
MacArthur.
They'll
John
go watch John
Piper.
MacArthur. They'll go
John
watch
Piper.
all these
Yep.
fucking people, and they'll never ask them a single question, but they will fact check the fuck out of me. They will tear me apart, and then they'll still find nothing
Yep.
wrong with what we preach. Oh, it's so beautiful, Tim. I love you
And
so much, bro. You have no
I
idea,
love you too,
man.
man.
I
I am
know.
so damn it. Oh, let me
Look at
finish
that.
this though. I just remembered.
She said, "Look at,
Wait, what did you say?
look at this is Milana." She said, "Ha ha ha, me with the sinless video." She's like, "I was trying to fact check you through the Bible." Good. Good. Fact check
Yep.
me. All
And
you're
she,
gonna find out
dude, she was
is that we
sitting there.
spit facts. That's it. We spit
Yep.
facts.
And she
There's
sat
no
there, bro. She was trying to like.
oh,
Oh, it was so cool, bro. I was so happy because she was like, bro. She sat there and she was like, I remember like even when I first met her, like there was a time I went on vacation and I started,
how
we started talking about
oh, I
Jesus,
really don't know
like
if I wanna I really don't
you
know
know,
if she would want you to tell the story.
no, I'm not gonna say it.
I kinda wish you
But it
would though. Are you
was
gonna
that
marry her
whole
or what?
circumstance.
Are you gonna marry her? I'm gonna put you on the spot. Are you gonna marry her?
Yo,
Dude, I've
chill.
listen, I've got a pastoral license. Like I'm good. I literally am
Uh,
legally ordained
we're
to marry
friends.
people.
We're friends. We're friends.
Okay.
She's my sister in Christ. So
Whatever.
her is around.
Ooh.
Um,
If I see the
but
count drop, I'm
we're
gonna
up
be
to that.
pissed. Milana love this
You
boy.
just
Love
fucking
this
leave.
boy. Just love this boy. If she left, I'd be pissed. I don't even care. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what Tim does to you. I don't care. I don't care how much he uses and abuses you. You need to love him and forgive him. That's it. That's it. It doesn't even matter. Nothing fucking matters. That's where
Yeah,
this gets hard. That's where this is where
that,
shit becomes
yep.
real. Is when your real life like okay, so I know somebody who's a believer who got a DUI last week. Okay? Who's supposedly a believer.
I
Like they
have.
said they believe, they went through the Bible, said they did everything, I converted them. I did it properly, right? Like in full, and then bug the shit out of them, read their Bible, read your Bible, read your Bible. They never read, right? But they got a DUI last week. And I know why. I already know why. Because I told this person, I'm like, listen, if you hang out with sinners, bad shit's gonna happen. Bad shit's gonna
Yep.
happen. Like I hung out with a sinner one time and I almost fucking lost my leg. I almost lost my leg. I had a golf cart flip on me and I had fucking 3,000 pounds crushing my fucking leg. Like, and I don't play around. Like, God is not, he's a very jealous God. He's a very angry, very jealous God. Like, you just don't,
Why do you think I have to go to court? Same thing. Sorry for interrupting. My bad.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So I sever.
I
Yeah,
gotta
no,
do
you
what?
learned. You learned. Did I not tell you though? Did I
Yeah,
not tell you?
you did.
I did.
But
Yeah.
dude, I was fucking lonely, bro. I was sitting there for
Right.
so long. I was just like,
But even,
let me just
all you
go.
gotta
You
do
know,
is when you're with him, all you gotta do is not shut your mouth about the gospel, and he'll take care of you the whole time because he wants you to
absolutely,
hear it.
absolutely. That's why I
Like,
really
if
had a
you
good time
really
with
want
him
God to cover you through everything,
preaching.
just preach through everything. Because
That's why it
as
was
much
very
as
good when I
when
preached.
you're
I
talking
love
about
it.
him, he won't. If you're talking about him, he will not
Yep.
shut you up. He won't shut you up. If you're not talking about him, if you're just hanging out with sinners, he will he'll Jonah your ass, dude. Jonah got
Jonah never
sucked up.
preached. Jonah left. He tried to run from God. I don't
Jonah
know
tried
why.
to run. He's like, "Oh, I'm not doing this. Nope, not happening.
That
Not
motherfucker
today."
got swallowed by a
And
fucking
God said, "Yeah,
whale.
go fuck yourself. You're going
He's
into
like,
the belly of this fish." He's
he
and you
was
know
like,
what, dude?
listen. Oh man, that was so
If
cool.
I was God, I would have been like, "You're lucky he spit you out and didn't shit you out."
Dude, literally. Oh, and he gave him the choice to cast lots. They
Oh,
casted
fuck
lots. You remember
Jonah,
when
dude.
they were on the boat and they were casting lots and they're like, "Oh yeah, Jonah, you gotta go." You know,
Fucking
they were
Jonah.
casting lots.
No, what's funny, dude? What's really
Like,
funny is
oh man,
the lot, it was all a bunch of unbelievers throwing the dice, and it still
yep,
landed on Jonah. Like,
yep, that connects.
like
Oh, that's
that
cool.
shows you right there that it doesn't matter who it is, God's in control. So when they threw them dice, oh man, there was a position I was in today or yesterday, maybe. I forget where it was, but I was in a
Mhm.
position to where I should throw dice, and I didn't want to throw dice because I didn't want the answer. Like, I'm like, I don't want the answer. I'm scared. Like, I would rather just make my own decision and see how it goes. Oh shit, I do. I need to carry dice with me, man.
That is what
Fuck
it is.
them.
It's all in his time. He's got it. I mean, regardless.
I
It's
can't
just
believe there's only 3 people watching this shit. I really can't. That's bullshit.
those 3 people are me,
4.
you, and
No, 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 no,
me,
no.
you, and Milana.
It's Milana, and I don't know who else. I really don't know who else. Maybe one of my kids, and then probably Haley. I would assume.
I hope so.
Maybe.
I mean,
I don't
whoever it
know.
is, comment. If you're watching, just give a comment. But just so you know, my testimony, I kind of like left this. I want to go back to it real quick. But yeah, I went to Bible school. Oh, my phone's at 1%. Okay, I'm driving home.
Yep.
But I went to Bible school. I paid $1,500 trying to learn Christ, and the only thing that I learned from there was how to pray for healings, and it was a lot of like, let's put it this way, and like apologetics.
Can I confront you on something real quick that I've wanted to for a long time but never did?
Go for it.
You remember when you were about to quit and I was like, you need to preach the gospel on your way out?
Yeah,
Did you? Or were you
absolutely.
afraid? Or were
I
you afraid? Don't lie. Don't lie.
was afraid. I was afraid and I was scared. I was like, what the fuck? This is a lot. And any way, shape,
Thank you for being honest. I was always wondering how that went for you. Like, how did you quit? Like, how did that go? Just tell the story, dude. I'm gonna shut off my camera. Just tell the story. Where'd he go? Oh, Tim V. Tim V, what the fuck? Where you at, bruh? Milana, thank you for watching. Like, for real. Tomorrow's is gonna be dope. Tomorrow's show is gonna be really good. I've been talking to Tim for a while about it. It's something that needs to get done. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be a hell of a huge Bible study. Come on, Tim V. Oompa Loompa. Who is Oompa Loompa? Oh, Tim disappeared. I bet his phone died. He needs to go in the house. Hang on. I'm reaching out to him. Bruh. Anyway, so anybody watching, like, you can get the idea. Like, there's, I don't know what Jin Selfie. What is Jin Selfie? What is Jin Selfie? Who is Oompa Loompa? Is that one of my kids? Hey, which one of you is Oompa Loompa? Hello? Which one of you is Oompa Loompa? Is any of you watching the show? Which one? Oh, Oompa Loompas with Milana. Hi, Oompa Loompa. Do the Bible studies. Do the Bible studies. This shit'll rock your entire world. This is the real red pill. This will bend your entire reality in half. And then it'll snap. And then it'll bend it all the way in half again. Your little cousin. No shit. Good job, Milana. Good job. Make sure, listen. So when I first got converted, I used to be afraid. I used to be terrified of, like, when I converted somebody, explaining to them that, hey, this is what it is. I did the work. You're receiving the benefit of it. I'm going to continue to do the work. I'm going to be your example. I'm the guy you go to. Make sure you explain that to Oompa Loompa. Make sure you explain it. Go through the whole thing thoroughly. Listen, I don't know who you are, cousin. I really don't. I don't got nothing invested in that. But your cousin knows the truth. Listen to her. I'm telling you, just listen to her. I don't care. It doesn't, your bubble's not my business, but listen to that person. That's exciting. Oh, that's really exciting. Where the fuck did Timothy go? Okay, so none of you were in Oompa Loompa. It wasn't my kids. They don't listen. They don't listen, Milana. They don't listen. That's exactly. You got to keep reading. You got to stay in the book. Learn the fucking book. All you got to do, listen, is read slow. Every word, every period, every comma, everything. Read slow. Anytime there's a period, stop. So, like the verse going across the screen, Jesus answered them. That means Jesus is talking to them. Verily, verily, truly, truly, I say unto you, whosoever committeth sin is the servant of sin. Now you got to look at who's he talking to in that chapter. He's talking to the Pharisees. So if he didn't let the Pharisees, if that was their standard, and then in Matthew 5, he set the standard at the Pharisees, just to show everybody here. I'm going to do it. I'm enjoying to have Tim on here. I really am. It makes it more like, I don't want to say less Bible, but it is Bible. Right here, verse 20. Okay, so Jesus tells you, he sets the bar for you, that your righteousness in Matthew chapter 5, verse 20, he says, for I say unto you that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, you shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven. So he says that they are the bar. Like, you have to exceed them. You have to do better than they did. So the Catholic priest, you got to do better than them. You got to be more perfect than them. And the only way to be more perfect than them is to be perfect. Really is to be perfect. So John 8:34, he said, he's talking to the Pharisees. He said, whoever commits sin is a servant of sin. So he puts them at the bar and then tells them what the bar is. So whoever commits sin is a servant of sin, even for them. So it's for everybody. If you sin, you're the servant of sin. It's all good vibes. You'll never have a problem here, ever. This channel is 1000% truth. You'll never find a contradiction on here either. It's like fucking for real. You can go through all of them. Every Bible study done. Shoot. No contradictions. None. And just like you won't find one in the King James either. I'm excited. Where the hell did Tim V go? Dude. Where is he? He promised, like, he's like, I will be there. I'm going to call him. Oh, shit. No, I don't want to do it because then I'll lose my camera. I know his phone died, though. He told us it was coming. Hurry up. We have a really good show plotted out for tomorrow. And then same thing for tonight. I mean, I'm going to keep pushing this until somebody takes it. There is $120 sitting, 125 actually, sitting for whoever has not got converted that wants to do the Bible study. Hey, little cousin. Ooh, Milana. You think little cousin would do it? Go through the whole study and get converted? There's $125 on the line, and I sent her a Bible. There's Tim V. Oh, okay, he's back. Man, you fucked up
I'm
my whole
sorry.
show.
My phone died. I just came back. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Milana's got her little cousin watching this.
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Why?
I can't hear you.
Force close Skype. Can anybody else hear me? Oh, shit. What's going on? Hey, one of you go on the channel. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you? Oh, Tim left again. There's a private chat. TT's just coming down here thinking I need you. Let's see here. Let's do.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I could hear you before. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you before.
We spent half this show playing. Can you hear me? We can't.
Literally,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
you don't get to do that tomorrow.
I won't. Yeah, tomorrow I will be prepared. Today it was just off the bat.
Yeah, no, it
I
really
wasn't
was.
prepared
We really did think.
much.
That
So my apologies for the viewers with the whole connection issues. Phone died.
Milana's little cousin is watching.
Oh, Victoria. Hold up.
If that's
Whoever's
what her
watching.
name is.
Yeah,
People
it could be Victoria or Emma.
Is she really short and purple? Orange. Is she orange with purple hair?
I don't know. I don't think so. If she's watching, she can comment. Because she knows me.
Oh, it's Steph. She said it's Steph.
Steph.
Stephanie.
Oh, Stephanie. Oh, that's
oh.
okay. Makes sense.
Man, y'all need to
hi,
find
Stephanie.
somebody. I don't know. I would even think that because Stephanie's watched this show, she knows too much. As far as like good Milana converter, do your job, walk her through every single verse, make her do the salvation assurance video. But I would think like I even want somebody that I think I want somebody that's fresher than that. Like I like somebody that has no idea who we are. Dude, I really want to give this money away, man. I really do, dude.
Well, save that money for another time. It doesn't matter who. It's who hears his voice, who hears him, who loves him, trusts him. It's who's gonna go through it, regardless of money or no money.
The problem is finding somebody that's got a PayPal that is broken. Like
right. It doesn't matter. They hear his voice.
I want to tell you a story about today, man. So today, I had to go do my community service. I'm still doing community service hours. I mean, I could just be done with my shit and have my license back and blah 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 blah. I don't care about any of that. So on our way home, there like I know the heart of Jesus, right? I know his heart very much so.
Right.
And but I also know, like, when I see somebody, I know what a hard heart looks like. So,
Yep.
do you have homeless people by you or no?
I live in Portland, or not by Portland, even here in Vancouver. So yeah, you walk outside your house, you drive about like 2 minutes. You have tents lined up left and right.
Right, right, right.
They're everywhere.
So you know the difference, like when you look somebody in the eyes, and you know when they are the way they are because they that's just hard hearted. That's what they are, and you
Yep.
know, like, when they are the way they are and they don't want to be, like, that they never signed up for that when they were
Yep.
born, you know?
Yep.
So today, dude, for the first time in a long time, I met a homeless lady who in her eyes was nothing but pain. Dude, I broke down, bro. I broke down. I couldn't even, I just cried. Just fucking cried. I gave her money and I just cried. Like, I didn't have enough time for nothing. We were just in an intersection and I just saw the
Yeah.
pain in her eyes, bro, and I just cried. I just fucking cried. Like, yeah, and it's weird because at the same token, like, for me, like, I've been in her shoes, sort of. I was never in the shoes for long because I never. I'm
Yep.
not the type, like, I don't just, I don't. I can get kicked when I'm down as much as you want, but I still get back up. I
Yep.
don't. I,
Was old.
but you could tell, like, she tried getting up and she's been kicked and 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 kicked. And I didn't care, like, if the money went to drugs or not. Like, it doesn't even like, it doesn't even matter that I gave her cash. Like, I just fucking bawled, dude. It takes a lot to make me cry. And this woman made me bawl my fucking eyes out. Like, I want to go back and do a Bible study with her. I really do. I want to take her to
And
lunch and
do
do a Bible study. Oh, this fucks
do
me up, dude. I don't even want to talk about it. Like, Lee works tomorrow until 4. I got to go back Thursday, and we were planning on going back to Rockford. I think I'm gonna make. Oh, he's gonna be so pissed. On some shit, but I think I'm gonna take that lady to lunch and do the Bible study with her. That fucking broke me, bro. I just one look in her eyes, man. She was out. It's -8 degrees right now. It was like 1 degree earlier, bro, and she's outside. Like, I don't even care if it's a fucking habit, like, because perfection is perfection. You're perfect no matter what.
right.
But just the fact that you're hurting that bad just made me cry. Like,
Yep.
fuck me
Mhm.
up. How do we only have 2 people watching the shit, and it's Milana and Stephanie? I don't understand.
Who cares?
I really
They're
don't.
watching. They're learning.
It bothers me though.
Especially Stephanie.
Like, you keep
Um,
fucking with my shit, man.
it is, and they they did the same thing with my TikTok. It
Dude,
was
my
kind of like,
TikTok is the opposite, bro. My TikTok, I get like 500 views on a few videos.
yeah,
If
but
I
my videos. First, I had there was one video that I posted of me playing like the
Yeah,
piano, and
you were
there's a
playing
dog.
the piano though. That's something you were doing something.
I guess, yeah. Well, yeah. Wait till the next few videos I post up because I have it saved. I have to edit it. It's very hard to edit it. I'm trying to figure it out. So where it's just it's there. And it's a video you're gonna like. I think everybody's gonna like it. Whoever sees it, they will.
Oh, what's
They'll
your TikTok? What is your TikTok?
You follow me. It's
I know I follow you. Hang on, let me look it up.
Bible question 7.
You were the
Let me
first
look it up.
person I followed. It's Bible question
I'm
7.
gonna
Yeah,
yeah, I believe it has a picture of a
Bible
cross.
question 7, and I'm
Right.
ask your pastor. Ask your pastor.
Yeah, correct. But
And
yeah,
then
I want to say one thing. Let me say one thing. To Stephanie, I don't know how long she's been in here. Stephanie. So like this whole thing, it's just we just teach the Bible. We preach what it says.
yeah, just wake
Um,
the fuck up. Listen. Not to this video. Fuck this video. And
yep.
the reason is because we didn't really talk Bible on this video. This was me introducing Tim to the channel, to everybody
Right.
that watches, because there'll be about 60 viewers probably. At the end of the day, it's
60,
introducing them
100,
to everybody
200.
that they know. Like this isn't a Bible study, but go do the Bible study videos and listen to your auntie, right? Or she said you're her cousin, so listen to your cousin. Listen to Tim, and if your cousin convert, like do your fucking job, Milana. Do your fucking job. Tim, am I joking?
No.
Not at
It's
all.
simply put.
How many times have you
gotta
heard
do your
those
job.
words out of my mouth? Do your fucking job.
I've heard it. Carrie got mad at you for saying that. She got so mad, dude. That's. I feel like that's. She was sitting there
She
and she's
got
like,
mad at me for what?
for telling her to do her job.
Who, Milana?
And no, not Milana. Carrie.
Oh, fuck her.
That's
Fuck her. She
that's
don't
my
want to do her
point.
job. She turned her back on the book.
And
Oh no, we
simply
gotta
put.
save it for tomorrow, dude. Save it for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's
No.
gonna be hardcore Bible study. There's gonna be no bullshit. Like I just wanted everybody to meet that there is another person just like me in the world, and age don't matter. Fucking da 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 da. None of it matters. This motherfucker's got the same balls I do to run up to a crowd of people and tell them what it is. This is what it is.
Yep.
If you sin, you are the servant of sin. There's no way around it.
Jesus says so.
Well, there is a
That's-
way around it, and that's what we preach.
Yeah.
The way around it.
There's no way to wiggle
way.
around that and think that you can still sin and be saved. Because Jesus says, John 8:34, whosoever committeth sin is the servant of sin, and the servant abides not in the house forever. So if you sin and you believe you sin and you trust that you sin,
You're out.
you will not abide with him forever. You're done.
Yeah,
Jesus
your
says so.
garment, your garment. You don't have a wedding garment. You gotta have a
Spotted.
wedding garment. You gotta be.
Yep.
You gotta be white. You gotta wear white with no spots.
You gotta be
Oh,
pure,
you know what, Tim?
holy.
Here's a good one. Look, for everybody that's watching,
Yeah. Let's
right
hear it.
here. Do you see the screen?
Yeah, I see. It's loading.
Okay, take out. You got the verse going across to the bottom. You've got my watermark, and you've got. Well, I have the live thing in the viewers. Is the screen white?
No, there's a spot right there. There's a little black dot.
There's a spot, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So is it white or is it spotted?
No. Spotted. It's got Oh, that's good. I see what you're doing. Spotted.
If you're spotted, do you think you get in?
You got one wrong thing. And then I'll put it this way. If you're not perfect, if you're not fully one way, you're not righteous. Holy.
Wait. There's a verse for it. Let's look it up.
Yep. Well, the
If you're
Chase
IB
version.
If you're IB single, no. Save that. If you're IB single. If thine.
Oh, that's what Jesus says.
Okay, it's
To be
Matthew
evil.
6,
Yep.
22. Matthew 6, 22. The light of the body. Now, what makes
Is
up a
the-
body?
You asking me?
What makes up? Yeah, I'm asking you. What makes up a body?
The head, the members, Christ.
Would you be like blood, spirit, and water?
Well, yeah, blood, spirit, water. Yeah, I mean,
That's what makes
Yeah.
up the body, right?
blood, spirit. Yeah.
If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. Now, if thine eye be single, what does that mean?
Explain it.
You tell me.
If your eye is single, thy whole body shall be full of light. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. Well, let's go to I think I have a verse tagged to this. Actually.
Yes, I'm throwing you on the spot. I am.
Yeah, I know, I see. And I'm trying to think of a verse
And
that
I have
You do. That's why I asked you to explain it, but it is what it is. So I be single.
Now,
Is this? Hold
when
up,
you're
hold up, hold up,
ready,
hold up, hold up.
let's see. Yeah, let's see if you get it.
That one verse where Jesus says, "Cast." Where does he say it? It's that
Are you talking about
the
getting rid of your eyes if you're trying to keep the law?
no. When he refers to the hypocrites, and he's referring to, cast out thine own beam and thine own eye.
Ooh,
See what I mean?
you're right there. You're right there.
That's what I'm
Go,
talking about.
go. I want you to go over
Um,
the edge, though. Go over the edge. Nail it.
what do you mean?
Nail it. You're
With
right there. You're right
with
there.
being
Nail it.
hypocritical?
If your eye be single, what does that mean?
Single, true. Thy whole
True.
body shall be
Okay.
full of light.
True. Okay. So, what would be a good example verse for that?
I mean, we can go John 8:34, 1 John 3:6.
Fair.
I'm going back
Yes.
to
You can even
fair,
go
yes,
James.
but it
James
doesn't click the
chapter
spot.
1 verse 8.
2:10.
Where if you're double-minded, okay,
Right.
right?
Yes.
But
Or
there's a
Corinthians where it says unrighteous and righteous.
so it's
Where it
one or
says
the
separate
other.
yourself. One or the other,
Ooh,
correct?
separate
Yeah.
yourself. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
There you go.
Keep going.
So separate yourselves.
Go deeper.
The whole
No, dude.
body shall be full of light.
There's a verse that I'm looking for. I want to see if you figure it out.
That's the verse that I'm trying to find because I
Come
know I
on.
have it tagged.
No, you're
No.
not gonna have it tagged to this. No way.
We'll see right now. Because I know I have
Fucking
it
get
tagged.
dogged, Milana. Get dogged. That's what it's all about. Get dogged. Tell them all. Ask them. Do you sin? While you're sitting in a hot tub, be like, "Do you sin?" Get dogged. Fuck it. Make Tim jealous. He's like,
I won't be
in a
jealous.
hot tub with who? He's laughing because he is. He's like, in a hot tub with who? He likes you. Oppa.
Chill.
She said,
This is
Oppa.
not.
She's Greek,
Yeah,
bro. You got to share her with her brothers.
You say she's Greek?
Yeah.
Hold up. Let's focus on this. If the eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
Yeah.
When I was saying true, if it be single, it's just double-mindedness. Okay, truth, untruth.
No, you did nail it, but I want you to hammer
I
it
did,
home.
yeah. Let's hear it.
You nailed
Give me a
it, but I
second.
want you to hammer it home. If thine eye be single, I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a verse to hint at what I'm looking for. You just have to ask for it.
Give me the hint. Give me that
Okay.
verse because I'm there. I know.
Hang on. Let me remember where mine is.
'Cause I'm looking for mine, dude. I'm not here to waste time. Wait 1 second. No. Learn the pair. No. Hold up. Wait.
hang on, nah, dude. I'm telling you. You're gonna be like, I'm making this
Give me that
hard for
verse
you.
to connect.
Hang on. Okay, so you want the verse. All right. Yeah, I'm making it hard for you.
I'm
I
asking
really
for.
am. But I gotta
but
make sure I
it's
do it.
simple.
Hang
I
on.
know it's there.
Shut up.
I'm done.
Hang on. Fuck, you made me lose my place. All right. So here's I'm gonna give you a hint. So you're gonna go to 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 20 through 21 is my hint. And that's a hint. That's not the answer.
You said Timothy?
2 Timothy.
Here, give me a second. Because I'm not going to make myself look like a damn fool over here.
No, I know you're
Second
not.
Timothy,
Chapter 2
right, verse 20.
and 21. Both of those are going to be. Now you got to read them out loud because I'm not putting them up on the screen.
Yo.
Don't chow nothing, Milana. Take your ass in the Bible.
Yeah. Okay. But in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor. If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor.
Actually, you know what? Let's go to it.
Sanctified.
I'm going to go to it. So
Yeah,
we're leaving off at
sanctified.
Matthew 6:22. Matthew 6:22. Let me
Sanctified
write it
in me
down.
for our master's use and prepared unto every good work. Why don't I have this tied?
All right. So Matthew 6:22 says, "The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light." So I'm going to give you a hint. I mean, this is actually a really easy puzzle. Like, it's a really easy puzzle, but I want to see if you can do it.
Why don't I have this tied?
Because you would have never guessed in a million years that they do.
No, I'm just wondering why I don't have it tied, because there's another verse to this that I know I had. Because I know this. I knew this.
All right, well, come on.
Either I didn't.
Break down the verses. Go to 2 Timothy 2:20. Break it down.
Yeah, I'm there.
All right, so do it. Let's do it live. Come on.
But in the great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor.
Slow down, nigga.
I know.
Damn.
But in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and earth, and some to honor, and some to dishonor.
Okay, pause.
And right.
Pause.
This
Some
goes
to
to
honor
Romans.
and some to dishonor. There's
That goes
vessels
to
in
Romans.
every house. Some to honor and some to dishonor. Everybody's got good and bad, right?
Right.
All right, now go to verse
Some are
21.
to honor. If a man therefore purge himself from these,
Pause.
he shall be a vessel
Pause.
unto honor.
Pause. If a man therefore purge himself from these, purge himself
Good and
from
evil.
what?
Good and evil. Knowledge of good and evil, right and wrong.
From both, right?
Right. Correct.
Purge
He shall be a
himself from
vessel
both.
unto honor. Oh, sanctified, reconciled, perfect, and meet for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work.
Okay, now go back to Matthew chapter 6, verse 22.
Right. The light of the body is the eye.
If thine
Therefore
eye
that
be
single. Oh. Give me just 1 second. To honor and some to dishonor. The light of the body is the eye. Wait a second. If a man therefore purge himself from these,
he shall be.
dude, hold on, yo, he shall be a vessel unto honor.
Right.
Single, that single vessel unto honor. Perfect. You purge yourself from both. There
Good.
you go. And
Good.
what if that the light
But
of
if thine eye
therefore
be
that
evil,
the whole? Oh, okay. Thy whole body shall be full of light, and that's one in the verse under. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. Therefore, the
Now,
light that is in the
what
darkness.
does the body consist of, though? Blood, spirit, and water. Yeah.
Right. Water.
So if your
pure
flesh
word,
sins,
you're in darkness. It's like
if
connecting
you're
to you
if you
stumble.
think you're if you
If
think
you
your flesh,
believe, right, exactly.
if you think you sin at all,
At all, in any way, shape, or form.
you're done.
Okay, I'm kind of disappointed because I didn't have this tagged. Yeah, I had this. Damn. Okay. But if thine
Okay.
eye be evil, thy body shall be full of darkness. If
But
therefore
that's
the
still
light is
not
in
the
you,
answer to the riddle.
how great is that darkness? No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he
Right?
will
That
hold
has
to the
nothing to
one.
do with this. So go
Right.
back to
I'm
verse
just gonna
22.
finish
Read
it.
verse 22 again.
20. Are you talking about 6:22? Oh,
Yeah.
the light of the body is the eye. It's like it goes back to what you believe, perfect in
Okay,
everything.
hang on. Here's what I'm gonna do with you. So, because I know that you understand the verse itself, I want you to explain that first. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore the eye be single, explain that
Single by itself, three in one.
by itself.
Flesh, body, or um, spirit, flesh.
But there's only two options to be. So, what option does that eye have to be?
Perfect, righteous.
Perfect. Okay.
That's
So
what I was
if your eye be single, so your eye is what?
by itself, or
Perfect.
right, single, perfect, in
Then
one
your
way,
whole
thinking
body.
one way, understanding. Oh, wait. Therefore, that. Okay, it goes to 23 as well. It's two ways. Perfect, but if thy eye be evil.
Right.
Okay, so single is a perfection. Single. Okay. Okay. There we go. Light
Single
of the
is
body.
perfect, evil is evil.
Right. The two ways, righteous, unrighteous. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. If it's in perfect everything you do, you're in light, you're in truth.
Yep.
But if thy eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. That goes to as well as Titus 1:16,
Yes.
as well as if therefore that light that be in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? And there's another verse that I don't have tagged to this, but okay. So it's the same thing as it goes with all the other scripture, perfection and darkness, unperfection, not being perfect, righteous and unrighteous.
He gives you
So
the
that
answer really right here. What does Matthew 6:24 say?
right, and that's why I was reading under you can't serve two masters. And it even says in 21 and 22, it explains it. Or no, not 21, it says 22 and 23. Light of the body is eye, if therefore the eye be single, perfect, one way, one mind, one truth.
One way. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. See?
That's my point, I know.
Oh, good. I'm
Thy
so
whole
glad.
body
Man, you
shall be
scared me there
full of
for a
light.
minute, dude. I thought you were gonna embarrass me. I was scared. I was like,
No,
this
I
motherfucker
see it,
better have
dude.
this
I
figured
see it.
out.
I was just going through different things because I was mad I didn't have it tied. I don't
See
because I
how
switched
much work
Bibles.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I know. Don't do
Better
that
have
to
this
me
shit right. You better have
because
this
I knew
shit
what you
right.
were thinking.
You can't fuck
Thy
up.
whole body.
You can't
Oh, I
have
know
any fuck ups. Because
at all. I
if
know.
I wanted to go really deep right now, I could run circles and make you like you can't let a sinner do that to you ever. Ever.
Right,
You have to be ready. All right, so read Matthew 6:24.
right. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
Stop.
You cannot serve God and
See
mammon.
the period? You didn't pause.
No
What?
man can serve two masters, for you will hate
This
one
is
and love
one of those
one,
examples where a
and despise
period
the other.
means just that little period, just that one little dot can make or break the book. Read it. Read
Right.
it one more time. Start over.
No one can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Period.
Pause.
Period.
That's a
There you go.
finished sentence. That's a finished sentence. No man
Same with
can
John
serve two
34.
masters. You can't exactly. You cannot serve sin and serve him. It doesn't work. Right? And then
There's
he
hope.
adds to that. You can't serve God and money.
Yep.
You can't have both. So,
And
but because he adds to that, I look at that as is like all these priests and pastors and all the people that are preaching sin, repent, repeat. Like, I look at that and I see them, and I'm like, because they're serving both, aren't they?
Right. And what does Paul say when he says, for the root of all evil
Is
is
money.
money?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's their root. So you put that together.
That's
And
it.
you can't serve both. You can't have two masters. I mean, dude, it's literally right in front of your face. I mean, whoa.
But he says
Holy shit.
mammon, though. I mean, does mammon really mean money? Or does it just mean the world?
Right, but look when he connects it to Paul, or when Paul, he says the
Yeah,
root
but
of
I
money
really when I look for
is
faith in
all
somebody,
evil.
like when I look for faith in somebody that converted, I look at like how much are they really willing to lose for this? And
Oh, the light of
I say that as somebody that has lost a house for it. Like I put my kids out of a home. Like I fucking risked it all for this.
losing
I'm
my
willing to.
dad, losing everything. Same thing. Well,
Yeah,
not.
no, you gotta
I'm gonna say as
you
much as
gotta put it all on the line.
everything. You got to pick up your cross and volume. You got to
Anything
drop it.
material. Somebody named Seed said mammon would be anything material, and I don't know who that is.
I
That
mean,
could be who. I mean, it could be anybody,
see,
but I would actually kind of line up with that. I mean, I would say mammon is
it
anything
makes
material.
sense.
If you're not willing to trade it all, then you're not willing. And if you deny him, you deny him. So that willingness, but it's not just the willingness. Oh yeah, I'm willing to risk it all, but then you never preach it. You can't have both. Like you can't be saved and know that you're perfect and be like, "Oh, well, I can't sin," and then never tell anybody. Like just because if I look at somebody and say, you know, Jesus is the way to God, that doesn't mean I really warned them, does it?
No.
I don't think so. I think the whole thing is, do you sin? Like, you have to ask that question. Do you sin? Man, I really want to go back and fucking take that lady to lunch. Ugh. That shit
That's.
today, dude. I'm gonna too. I know I'm gonna because I do the shit I say I'm gonna.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab my pen because I did not have a tag to this.
Good. I'm gonna piss and then we're gonna start getting into the Bible study into this. Good.
Absolutely. And like I was saying with Oh, okay. Well, so whoever's in here, yeah. Long story short, there was a testimony I was saying about me. Went to Bible school. After Bible school, well, in Bible school, that's when I decided to sit down and believe it. Read, went through the study, took it for as it was, literal. I didn't interpret it. It was just okay. Jesus said what he meant, or he meant what he said. After that, things clicked, and I left. I left that, and I started telling them, preaching to them, telling them, and they looked at me like I was a heretic. The first thing, even my dad, like everybody I told to, I was like, hey, well, look, we're not under this law. We're not under this rule anymore. We're not supposed to try and be perfect. We're supposed to believe that he did it for us. He reconciled all things. Colossians 1:20. He made peace with all things. He reconciled everything. That means to forgive somebody for murdering, he had to make peace with it. And it's offensive to everybody. Very offensive. When I started realizing these things and started believing the word for as it was, left, and at that point, that's when I just started preaching, telling people, showing them.
I missed everything you said.
Oh no, I was letting the people in the live know. But it was in my testimony, when I was in Bible school. I left it after I started telling everybody. Oh, I got cut off when you asked me, did I preach or did I tell anybody? That's the first thing I did. I started telling people, and there was a guy. His name was Roberto.
That is, dude. That's really what it is. Like,
It was that day.
This sucks, Tim, because everything we do tonight has to dance around the subject for tomorrow.
Right, it's like a thing. Because we're still supposed to go through the book of Jude.
Do you want to?
I do, but hey, one thing, like I texted you about the parable, the foolish virgins and the wise virgins. I do want to let him know, that well. What is that well? And who
Oh,
has him? Who
um,
doesn't? It's like a hint in a sense. It was John. I have it pulled up. Give me 1 second.
14:4, dude. It's John 14:4.
Right. Right.
No,
There you
I
go.
know exactly which verse you're talking about because it goes to Proverbs chapter 5,
Yeah,
verse
yeah,
something.
hey, that's what I was talking about. Holy, they
Yeah.
gotta ask. They gotta figure it out.
Right. No, and there is a lot of that shit, dude. Like, I gave you that. I'm the one that gave you that, and I know that. And I gave that to everybody. If I sat here and told you I had the whole Bible figured out perfectly, like that I know what's coming, I know how it's gonna happen, I know, and I don't want to say chronologically because the Bible's not written for that. It is meant so that you see it as it unfolds.
Right.
But I haven't given out every answer. That's not my job. My job is to
Yep.
read it for myself,
Them.
but also to make sure you're prepared when up against others. And there's a reason for that. Like, I can't, if I give away all the answers, I would never be able to tell the difference between a real believer and a fake. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. Which
so
was exactly why I was like, hey, let's. That's why I don't like to do it. I mean, there's simple ones. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit. A bad tree cannot bear good fruit. That's simple. That's the same thing. You can even tie that to what Jesus said.
wait. Repeat that verse. Go look it
For a
up.
good tree,
Pull it up. Pull it up
I'm
and
gonna
read that verse.
okay.
And I'm going to tell you right now. Yo, this is cool. This is cool as fuck. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Go ahead, repeat that verse.
This verse is going to be in.
I'll even tell you where
This
it is.
verse is no
It's
Matthew 7:18.
verse
That's where.
18. Yeah.
Yep.
Good job.
Correct.
Fuck yeah. All right.
It's in the next page, so you can even tie that to what Jesus said. For
Just
light, the light of the body is.
Oh, you figured it out. Okay, so go read the verse. Read the verse, and then I'll tell you the
So,
whole thing.
what do you mean? I know this whole thing. The good tree
Read the
cannot bear
fucking
bad
verse.
fruit. Righteous.
Read the verse. Read the verse. What does
That's
verse
it.
say?
Let me go through. Okay, so Matthew, what is it? 7:18.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I'm gonna start with 15 actually, because just go in a little detail.
No, just 7:18 for right now. I'll let you go back and explain it. That's fine. I don't care.
Okay, fine. Matthew 17. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. So a good tree brings forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree brings forth evil fruit. In 18, it says a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither
Okay.
can a corrupt tree.
So it's
And I
Matthew
want
7:18.
both. Right.
Now, just so you know, that whole riddle that I put you through,
Yeah, it goes to this same thing.
that was the answer verse.
Right, but it's the same.
Good job. Good fucking job. If thine eye be
I know
single,
I didn't have it tagged.
that means you're good. If thine eye be single, that means you're good no matter what you do, right?
Perfect. Sanctified. You are
Perfect.
sanctified. It's
Exactly. Now you figured out
everything.
Okay, cool. So that is everybody that's watching. Listen, he just came to the same conclusion, and he actually answered the same riddle that I gave him. That's cool as shit. By their fruits you shall know them. Correct.
Right.
Be they good or corrupt. But
right.
There's more to that. If they turn their back on the Bible verses, they can say they believe all they want.
They can even say, even if they say they don't sin, they claim that, because we've seen two. I'm not the judge.
Right, we don't judge. But if you don't line up with the book, you don't line up with the book.
It's just, if you don't agree with one verse, you don't agree with it all. Same thing with James 2:10. You break one, you break them all. I like to put that together.
Because the whole book is the law.
Exactly. And it's Christ. That's the prophecy. The whole law, Christ. I
do. Yeah, we both do. That's good. Oh, that makes me happy. Good shit. Good shit. Dude, this is so deep. And it's so retarded. Like, nobody would ever guess that we're dropping, like, the reason for the existence of life.
Literally, times where we talked about the end of the world, sitting in a little Skype room talking about all these
Dude,
prophecies.
I wonder
remember
how
that?
Jude Dave is doing right now. Oh, that's what I was gonna post. Here, let's take a sidetrack.
Oh, I remember.
No,
Let's
dude.
stick with the verse. Hold up, let's finish this. I mean, because this I
go
will
right
be willing
ahead.
to explain.
You go right ahead. I gotta
If you
upload
want
a
to,
video.
yeah, do what you got to do. But I do want to explain this. Let me get that tied to. Well, I'll just keep it simple. So in verse 18, a good tree.
Wow, you figured out the riddle, though, bro. You figured out the riddle. You came to the answer all by yourself, and you're like, "Wait, that ties to what we were just talking about."
I don't know. I was mad. I didn't have it tied down.
I love you,
like
Tim.
right into their
Oh, I
side.
love you, dude. That's
what
how I
didn't
know you
like,
do the
man.
work, bro. I know you do the work, and you put it in, man. Oh, I love you, dude. I fucking love you with all my heart. I really do.
I thank you.
You guys,
thank you. Thank you
if
for
it
calling me out
wasn't-
with that because I actually didn't have it tied, dude. You know. Ah, damn.
No, that's the riddle, bro. You got to put the whole book together. Everything
Right.
has to go together. All right, so
And what is
you go ahead and explain whatever you need to explain, whatever verses you need me to go to, I'll go to. And then I'm going to flip the subject a little bit.
Right, yeah, do what you gotta do. Just keep this simple. The
No,
verse,
this is not simple. No, it's not simple.
as simple as I can say it to them, just regarding to 17 and 18.
Okay, well, you just do what you're going to do.
Well, 18 and 19. 18,
Just
19.
call out the
So,
verses when you need them, and I'll flip it. I'm going to mute myself and
right,
stop my camera.
absolutely. So verse 7:17. Jesus says, hold on, excuse me. He says, even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot. This is that clinger. It says a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. So if you're good, if you're perfect, you're righteous, you cannot bring forth evil fruit. If you're a good tree, all your fruit is good. Everything you do is good. It's righteous. It's holy. Look what he says right here. Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. This is Proverbs 10:16, I believe, or 6:16, where it says the fruit of the wicked is sin. If you sin, you are that corrupt tree. And this is the two-sided situation. It's perfection and wickedness or unrighteousness. Anything that's not holy. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. If you're a good tree, you can't do anything bad. You can't do anything wrong. Everything you do, it's good. You bring fruit unto God in everything. Sorry, I was reading his verses. But everything you do, you're bringing good fruit. You're trusting him, loving him. You're that good tree. This ties to. I'm gonna have to put these ties down. I want to explain to them when Jesus he opened the eyes of that blind man. He put the mud and he cleared the eyes of him, and he saw men walking as trees. We are trees. A good tree. If you're a good tree, hold on.
Be 1 John 5:7. There are three that bear witness in the earth: the spirit, the water, and the blood. And these three are one. Agree in one.
Wait, just 1 second.
See, the problem I have is I don't know who this seed person is.
Carrie, after you
I don't
blocked her,
know.
made a new.
Yeah.
See, look, she says, wherefore by the fruits you shall know them, be they of good or corrupt. Same as a comparison made for John 3, as in for John children made him. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, in this the children of God are manifest. That's how they're shown, and the children of the
neither
devil.
he that loveth not his brother.
Right. That goes to his. Okay, so it seems seed is
and there's a
Ah,
rank.
sure.
There's a rank and file. Here, Tim, let me ask you a question. I
Yeah.
want to talk about this briefly now. Is there a rank and file in the body?
Well, what do you mean rank and file?
A rank and
Like,
file. Is there a ranking?
no, I mean we're all perfect. No, but there's some that are stronger, some that are just learning, still getting there, understanding.
And it's in the order that you get converted, isn't it?
Right. I mean,
It
yeah.
really is.
Yeah, if you think about it more deeply, yeah, even though we're of the same body, it's like, let's say in Corinthians, the bishops, they had teachers. That's even when Paul tells us, be not many teachers and masters of the word, for we shall receive the greater condemnation. There's those that will preach and show,
True that.
tell people, it correlates to
true
that as well.
That greater condemnation. I didn't even think about that. That does
Yeah,
actually tie to
that's
Hebrews 13:17. Like we have to give
right.
an account for the people
Yeah,
that we
and
convert.
that's
We have to give an account.
yep. And we like that also goes to Ezekiel for when it talks about for you, if you warn not the wicked, I will require their blood at your hand. Well, it's a kind of no, I wouldn't tie that together. What's that one verse?
I don't even know where we're at.
Well, yeah, you said Hebrews 13:7. Hebrews 13:7. We receive the greater condemnation for teachers, for masters. We teach them in the word, and we have to give an account for our work because that's what we're going to be judged by. Our conscience, and our work, whether it was hay, stubble.
We have to go to it. I have to go to it. We're gonna
Yep.
tap a little bit. Oh wait. Is it? He that is taught, let him teach also. Where is it?
That's in Galatians, I believe.
He
that is taught in the word. Teacheth all things.
Galatians 6:6. Okay,
Yep.
so this isn't stepping on the toes of tomorrow. I'm really not trying to step on tomorrow's toes. Tomorrow's toes is a whole different. Like I'm excited for tomorrow. I really am. He says right here, let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teacheth in all good things. So this is one person converting another and then teaching them. Yeah.
Exactly. And I mean, same thing with us.
It? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teacheth in all good things. Communicate. Okay. Yeah.
Let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teacheth in all good things. So literally it does make everybody, if I convert you, then it is my job to make sure you understand it. So,
right.
And that's it. Good. I mean, that's it. And if he gave me the understanding, then he gave it to me to teach you. Like, it wasn't,
right.
I don't know how to explain it. He does everything in his own order. Like, everything's done in order.
It's done perfectly. Perfectly in order. Same thing with when you taught me. You taught me. Bible taught me. But you were showing me how to read it, how to.
1 Corinthians 2:13. Which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Ghost teacheth, comparing spiritual things, spiritual things.
Connect that to Hebrews for you.
So you compare it to the Bible, right?
Right.
So
right.
Everything is compared to the Bible. So
and that's Hebrews.
Wait. No, I want to
desire the milk of the word.
Just in case this is Carrie, look at. Just in case it is her, I wanted to say it says, which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Ghost teacheth. So who's the teacher in this in this instance?
The Holy Ghost, the Spirit, the Holy Ghost. Of God.
Comparing spiritual things with spiritual. Yes. So if somebody under me if somebody under me in rank were to come to me and be like, hey, does this line up? And then if I do my homework and I'm like, nah, it don't line up, then you have to go back to, and this is kind of a fuck thing to go over because it's part of tomorrow's. But,
Don't do it. Let's not do it. No, let's not do it because
well,
especially.
no, I want to
I
go
think the
over it. I
seed
really
person is
do.
scary.
I want to go over it because it
True.
is the Holy Spirit that teaches.
It is, and that's what
It is
unlocks
the
it.
Holy Spirit.
It's
And
what
the
shows
Bible
you.
says, let the prophets, right here, let the prophets be, I already know where it is. It's 1 Corinthians 14. So let the prophets be subject to the prophets. I just gotta find it. I mean, we're gonna get into it a little bit. That's fine. It's not a bad thing to get into, actually.
And one thing with when I was telling, it just hit me really hard because I was reading verse 20 and Matthew 7:20. It says, "Wherefore by their fruits you shall know them." They always tie it to Galatians. Love, joy, peace, meekness. What is the fruit? What is the fruit of the wicked? Proverbs 10.
It's sin. It's division, dude.
Exactly.
Division.
Right. Division, hate, strife, bitterness. But specifically, it says the fruit of the wicked is sin.
But hatred is a work of the flesh, though. So you got to be really
right.
There's a thin line, man. And really, what it boils down to, it's a really thin line. That's why it's a narrow road. It's a thin line. You can't hold grudges. You can't turn your back
at all in any verse, whether you disagree
not on
with
anything.
Look, the same thing.
And that's what tomorrow's about, dude.
Right. So we're gonna have to go hours into this, dude.
As a preview, listen. So don't think we haven't been through this 1,000 times. Like we really have. Like it. There can be no division. There can be no division. The minute there's a divider, it gets put to test, and if it's not put to, if it doesn't pass the smell test, it's gone. Like there can be no division. I'm looking for the one that says, "Let the spirit of the prophets be subject unto the other prophets."
I really need to go through all through Matthew 5.
Verse 32. 1 Corinthians 14:32 says, "And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets." And this is no different than Jeremiah and Hanamiel.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody knows the story of Jeremiah and Hanamiel, Jeremiah said everything was going to get destroyed and shit was going to go really bad for the Jews. And Hanamiel said, no, everything's going to be okay. And Hanamiel died that same year. Like, you can't, it's both. Right. Yeah. There must also be heresies among you. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
which is still a work of the flesh.
Now I really don't know who this person is. There must also be heresies among you. Yep. So that they which are approved maybe may manifest. Which
look, this is somebody that knows. That's somebody, Randall.
This is somebody that knows. Yeah, this is somebody that knows.
And when I said, is this Randall, or I didn't say Randall, I said Carrie. Dude.
But is it somebody is it somebody that knows and abides by it, or is it somebody that knows and turns their back?
Right. Remember we talked about this earlier, and I said, what if, when it was blocked, made a new account, and, what if she or he made a new account, and
I'm not worried about it either way, man. I'm really not, because the truth will always surface, no matter how it works. And that, the fact, whoever it was, even if it was Carrie, posting this verse just is going to make it more evident in the end, because the truth will always surface, no matter how it works.
Absolutely.
And you can post whatever verse you want, come whatever, but it's always going to surface. The truth is always going to surface. And that's what I think. I really do think, man, because the truth is, listen, Tim, not everybody knows, dude. Not everybody in our group realizes like how sought after people really do want to be a part of the sealed. Like it's like we've had people. How many times have we had people fake it and try and get in? Like how
Even
many
was this
fucking times?
a month ago? Was this that one? It was literally last month where a guy came in and it was a conversion video.
Yeah.
He
I don't
came
want to
in.
get
He's
into it.
like,
I don't want to get too much into it, man,
yeah,
because I do.
yeah.
I love him. I really do, but he's got to get his shit together.
No, I feel like he faked it. I feel like he was told by all these other people, like, hey, go see what they're about. You know, came in,
Yeah.
they spied privily, try to see the liberty, and he seemed very. When I watched the video, he seemed very awkward.
All they find out is that we
And
study the Bible 24/7.
you're right. He sat there. That's what I feel like. He sat there very awkward. He answered the verses like he's like yeah, but it never hit him. It's like it wasn't like that ton of bricks that just claps you. You know, it was just like yeah, 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 and then he's like I don't know this and this. I mean, I saw that, but I mean, I'm not one to judge. I didn't judge. It's just a psychological thing I've seen, I guess. Um, regarding back
Who's
to
this
Carrie,
seed person? That's
I'm
what I
convinced
want to know.
it's literally Carrie or Randall.
I'm pretty sure it's Gary.
I'm
I don't
pretty
know
sure it
though.
is
I mean,
Carrie too.
I don't want to make any assumptions.
No, well, dude, they
I
hear us
really don't.
talking. Are they gonna say
No,
anything?
if
They're
it was
not
Gary,
saying they're not.
she'd be trying to divide. The shit they're posting actually goes with the program. It goes with the book.
Right,
So
and
it's
Carrie,
somebody that knows.
let me say something. Carrie, so I
What?
know that even when you told Andrew when you guys started talking about it, he made a video about it. And
It
when
might be
Andrew
Andrew.
made a video about it,
Yeah,
no, I don't think
Andrew.
it's not Andrew. I mean, could be, but look, when Andrew made a video and he started talking, let's say, about he started judging his profile picture. You see that little light that he has right there, and it's some like
Just
angel that's
angel
blue.
video.
And where was one thing that
Dude,
was
I
referred
died
to the
laughing.
Bible?
I was like, you gotta
I
be fucking
was
kidding me.
Carrie, because I know you loved him. I know you loved them, and
I
you
don't
guys,
know,
we
dude.
all talked.
Tim, hey Tim,
We
I really
talked
wouldn't. Tim, I'm gonna tell you, as somebody that loves you, I wouldn't go that far, bro.
I mean, maybe last
Come on,
year.
bro.
It was
No,
last
man.
year. We were in a group. We talked for hours, and we were going through verses. And
That doesn't mean shit, bro.
right, right. But I
Your best
mean,
friend will still fuck your girl, dude.
true, true. So I mean, my point, at least for me, when I was new, because you know how new I was, I literally called you crying like about so many things, and it hurt,
Bro,
dude. It hurt a lot.
dude, that
You
whole
know,
situation fucked everybody up. It
right? And
really
I'm
did.
really glad that God timed it perfectly so that I was there, weak, sitting there, eating. Like he says in Romans, he that is weak eateth herbs. And I sat there and I was slowly nibbling on the word and learning and getting there. And I didn't have to deal with this. Now that I'm here now and I understand, I'm a lot stronger. And same with Tim, same with Tick, same with everybody now. We're a
To
lot
be
stronger,
honest,
at
dude,
least.
I never even saw that verse.
Dude,
I've never even looked at that verse from that perspective.
he that is weak, eateth herbs.
Right. I've always looked at it as literal.
Yeah,
I've never looked at it as
he that
like
is.
somebody who barely
Yep,
reads.
it's barely reads as well as he that is like he can't do all
Interesting.
those. Like he that is weak
Kind
in
of
the
makes sense.
faith, he doesn't go out and do all these things. You know, yes, he's free. He knows he's free,
Right.
but
They're
he
weak in
doesn't.
the faith.
Right, and they're getting there, and that's where I was at. It was weird for me. It was just
Yeah,
like it
but
was
what's our job though? What is our job?
to preach, to let them know,
To make
strengthen them,
them
show them
strengthen,
strong.
to make them
Right,
strong. And if you're
that's what
not
we gotta
making them
do.
strong, then are you doing your job?
Then you're not profitable, and you will bear your own
See, and
judgment.
that's where tomorrow's show is really going to come into play.
Absolutely.
It's about being
Um,
profitable, and even though even if you are profitable, it's about still being humble enough to admit that you're not. Like, there's nothing we can do to change anything. All we can do is do what is our duty to do. Damn, dude, I can't wait for tomorrow's show. I really
mm,
can't.
I mean, I'm just here to judge my righteous judgment, whether you're saved or you're not saved, whether you line up with the Bible or you don't, whether you believe it or you don't, you turn your back on one verse, you disagree, or you feel different about this. It's what the
Then
Bible says,
fuck yourself.
simply put. And
I mean, that's what it is.
dude, it's like, look, with this whole situation that we're dealing with now, whether Carrie or Randall is like, it still boils back to what does the Bible say? It always boils back to what does God say? What does Jesus say?
What
And
does the book say? No, here.
exactly.
Hang on. Go to. Let's show them the verses for this.
Well, yeah, I
So
know. Yeah, absolutely. But that's
go
that's the
to
rock.
Ecclesiastes.
Oh, okay. If you're talking about Ecclesiastes, let's see this.
It's 7.
Ecclesiastes 7.
No, it's not. It's gonna be like a Jeremiah Ezekiel. Hang on. It's Jeremiah. I know it is.
Zechariah, Habakkuk, Micah.
Jeremiah 23.
Jeremiah 23, chapter what?
Jeremiah chapter 23.
Or chapter 23, verse what?
Down
Oh,
by
yeah,
20.
the first verse. Woe be to. Well, no, I mean
Start at 25. Fuck it. Start at 25.
chapter 23, verse 25.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Jeremiah chapter 23, 25. Yeah, I have that tied to Jeremiah 17:9 as well. I have heard what the prophet said, that prophesy lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed, I have dreamed. How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yeah, they are the
Speak
prophets
clear.
of the deceit. Okay. And I have this tied to Jeremiah 17:9. Oh, excuse me. We go with 25. I have heard what the prophet said, that prophesy lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed, I have dreamed. Verse 26. How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? The question mark, and then, yeah, they are the prophets of the deceit of their own heart. So tie this to Jeremiah 17:9. I wrote it down today or yesterday.
Wait. Go back to 25. I have heard what the prophet said.
What the prophet said, that prophesy lies
in my name.
in my name.
In whose name?
Saying, in his name, in Jesus'
In
name.
his name. Saying,
It's
I
the
have dreamed, I have
same
dreamed.
thing.
How long
And
shall this be in the
long
hearts
shall it be in the heart of
of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yea, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart. What are you tying it to?
Jeremiah 17:9. Because this goes for every
17:9, 22, 27. I'm gonna go to it. 17:9.
Yep.
The heart is deceitful above. Oh, that is really good. And desperately wicked. Who can know it? That is really good.
And they trust their own
17:9.
heart. They trust
do.
their own feelings.
Yeah, they trust
And
their
that's
emotions. They trust all that
hurts.
shit.
And you know what hurts the most too? Because I used to do that same person. I used to do the same thing. I was
We
one
all
of them.
were.
I was part of them. We all were. Everybody
We
is.
all were. Now
Well,
you're the
not
example,
were.
motherfucker. Step up to the plate.
Right.
Harden your
Amen.
heart. Right here.
Soften your heart.
All right.
Harden. Soften.
Yeah, it's for us. It's
You know what I mean? It's an
we have a heart
understanding
of
that we
flesh.
have.
Doesn't matter.
Correct.
How long shall this be in the heart? The prophesy of the prophets, the prophesy lies. Yea, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart. Now, verse 27.
Who think to cause my people to forget. Oh, look at this. Boom, right here. Which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal.
Baal,
It's that spirit, the devils. It's
the devil.
those things. Oh man, dude. And it's those spirits. give you those dreams, and you go with the same thing over and over, and you believe you sin, and you're like, God told me to not do this anymore. He said, I see my people committing sexual immorality, and they're like smoking cigarettes, and it's all of the devil, dude. It's lies. The prophet, verse 28, the prophet that has a dream, let him tell a dream. And he that has my word, let him speak my word faithfully. What is the chaff to the wheat? Oh, wait. What is the chaff to the wheat, says the Lord? Where the chaff?
What is it, Jeff?
Who's the
How do
chaff,
you know the
Harry?
fake?
Chaff, the just and unjust. The chaff will
No. He
burn.
tells you in verse 28. Read 28 all over again.
Right, the prophet that has a dream, let him tell a dream. And he that has my word, let him speak my word faithfully. What is the chaff to the wheat? The wheat. We are the wheat. We are the ones who speak the word faithfully. We are
If
the
it's
ones
faithful.
who are taken. If it's faithful, right.
Right.
And the
If it's
chaff,
faithful.
it's not
So let me
faithful.
ask you
It's
a
the same
question
thing.
though.
It's two-sided.
If
It's
somebody
two.
turns their back, on one verse, is that faithful?
Absolutely not. And that ties to if they deny me, or if they deny you in front of men. Also, if they deny him, excuse me. Yeah, I texted you this.
I didn't
But if
even
they
want to
deny
think
him,
that verse, dude. I really didn't even want to
yeah.
think that for.
Which also goes to John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God.
So if you turn your
That's
back
it.
on one verse,
Right.
that's all she wrote.
Let's see. What can you digest? Not all men can receive these sayings. Vegetables or meat, strong meat belonging to those that are of full age. Right.
Right.
Romans 8. And he that searches the heart knoweth what is the mind of the spirit, because he make it. Carrie, if you got something to say, I mean, if there's something.
Don't assume. Don't assume. Don't ever assume.
I asked, but there was no reply.
But here's why I'm asking you. If you turn your back on one verse, did you turn your back on the whole book? Right.
Absolutely. And you know what that also goes to? It's the same thing. You break one, you break them all. You're as guilty as all.
Yeah.
It
actually does. You took that to another level. Like that.
Yeah. If you see it how I see it, I mean, if you look at it like that, if you just know
that
it like
is what
that,
it is. That is what it is. So
it's the same righteousness.
So let me ask you a question, Tim. Let me ask you an honest question.
Absolutely.
Are you? Oh, I'm gonna ask you 3 questions. Are you perfect?
In every way, shape, or form. Absolutely. Okay. Hebrews 10:4, Hebrews 10:14. We are sanctified. We are perfect. We are righteous. It's a new covenant.
Well, you're kind of answering the second question with your continuing on. What makes you perfect?
Jesus. My belief in him. My trust that he reconciled all things. Everything that he did, he kept the law for us because we couldn't. So we trust that he did that.
All right.
Because we trust that he did that.
Now here we go. Who converted you?
You did. That's Hebrews 13:7. Is it Hebrews 13:7?
So hang on. So yeah, no, it is. It's Hebrews 13:7 and 17.
Yeah, there you go.
So he got you saved. I converted you to him.
Right.
So do you ever move from the gospel that made you perfect?
No. Absolutely not. I am with the that ties to it's in Corinthians where or I think it's Corinthians, it might be Galatians, but he says
Galatians.
It is Galatians,
another gospel.
Another gospel, I believe. The things that you have heard from the beginning.
So
in the beginning, when everything made sense.
What made you perfect? What made you perfect at the first is what you stick with now.
Absolutely, and that's what it's been since the beginning.
God bless you, brother.
You don't move from that. You don't move from that, dude.
Brother. That's what it is, dude.
You too. God bless you, man.
Yeah, I already know.
it's not like it's not hard, man. it was like there. I've heard many. I was looking into different things, going through different things, but it's just I just believe the simple thing that cleared it up for me. Everything that is just you just believe what was preached to you from the beginning. And Paul says that I trust Paul. Paul, he preaches from Jesus. He had that revelation. I trust him.
And I am starting to feel like that this would be somebody that would have an objection. So they posted Psalm 51:13. Then will I teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee. This was
Oh,
David.
yep.
This isn't the book. This is David saying, if you cleanse my heart from murder, it is Psalm 51:13. This is a human being talking about converting people.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to read Psalm 51. All right. You go ahead. Start it off, Tim V. Actually, you read it. Here you go.
I'm gonna go. Hold up. Let me get to Psalms.
Psalms 51.
Oh, Psalms 10.
It's on the screen, fucker. Oh, you can.
Oh, sorry. I was going through my Bible. Okay. Have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness, according to the multitude. My screen's cracked. The multitude of thy tender mercies blot out my transgressions.
Blot out my transgressions.
Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. Verse 3. For I acknowledge my transgressions, my sin is ever before me.
Now, before we get into this, all right, never mind. My sin is ever before me. All right, verse 4.
Wait. Oh, read the comments that was posted when you said, Tim, who converted you? You speaking about converting from being a sinner to not being a sinner. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm about to
Against
show
thee.
you who does the conversion.
Against thee, the only, have I sinned and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mightest be justified when thou speakest, and be clear when thou judgest.
So he's going to God. Who is this? This is David going to God
David, yeah, correct.
after he killed Uriah.
Right. His best friend
Right.
for his wife. And
Right here.
all that.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. So boom,
Yep.
there's that thing where born in sin, they all talk about, oh, we're not. It says it right there. Behold, thou desirest truth in the inward parts, and in the hidden parts, in the inward parts, from your heart.
In the inward parts. Truth in the inward parts, as in, I did this shit. This is what I did. I'm doing it in your name. Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, it is, dude.
I really
beautiful.
I really like Psalms.
Just keep going, keep going, keep going. No, we got a point to prove, and we're gonna do it.
Yeah, I know.
I love
and
this
in
book.
the hidden part,
this is my favorite chapter.
Yep. And in the hidden part, thou shalt make me to know wisdom. Ooh. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. That also goes to Revelation.
Telling God, wash me. I already know what I did. Just wash me. It's good.
There you go. Because he had faith. He had found grace. He found Jesus in the scriptures.
He knew.
He knew. That's what
it was handed down to him, dude. It was handed down to David. It really was. Keep going.
Make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which thou hast broken may rejoice. Hide thy face from my sins, and blot out all mine iniquities.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
And blot out. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me.
He said, make it so I never killed that nigga. But he did it. He did it.
Oh,
and he
man.
knew. He knew he was perfect. Keep going.
Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me.
Listen, this verse is so important. because he
Yep.
says, "Take not away thy Holy Spirit from me." So this means that he had it when he did it, and he had it after.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is, think of it like this. Now look at it this way. He knew that God could have taken it away from him. So once saved, always saved. God could have taken everything
Garbage.
from him.
No, he knew that
Right.
God could have took
He knew
everything,
himself.
but he said, "Nope, nope,
That
don't take
goes
it
to
from
that
me.
once saved, always
I
saved.
got it. I know what I did. I'm sorry. I fucked up." Like, that's it. Verse 12.
Yep. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with with thy free spirit.
Free.
Like this free
Be
spirit.
free.
Then there you go. Then will I teach transgressors thy ways. So I'm gonna say your
Now
ways.
so this is a verse that the person in the comments brought up. What's he say?
Mhm.
This is David talking, right?
Then will I, he says, will I teach.
As in
I'm
David.
gonna David. So let me go through this slowly because this is very important with every single letter and every single word. He says, then will I teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee. So unto
So
you.
who's the one that does the conversion?
Then will I teach transgressors. Same thing as David. Same thing. It's you who teaches them. It's you who shows them, leads them, but it's obviously God that unlocks it
It's
if
you
you
who
want them.
converts them.
Words correct.
It's you
There,
who converts them.
right.
You do the work. That's
There's a lot of
that's
verses.
the why it says make full proof or do the work of an
Correct.
evangelist, make
Correct.
full proof of thy ministry.
He had the Holy Spirit. I'm reading the born to sin.
What?
Whoever the seed person is, I'm going through the comments real quick.
Don't,
Born to
because
sin, fallen short,
they're
that's born
starting
of
to
the
switch
devil.
subjects. Now they're starting to switch subject. Notice.
He had the
There's
whole. Hey, see, yep. He had the Holy Spirit. And God does not dwell in unclean temples. David was clean. So,
David
okay.
was clean though, even when all this went down.
Yep. He
David
was
was
clean.
still clean.
Beautiful. There you go.
He went to God and was like, I fucked up. But even Nathan told him, God, put away from your sin. He put away your sin. It's done. That's why you need numbers. You need numbers.
Yep. But David still felt bad about it. He was like, damn. And
No, he felt bad about it, but at the end of the day, no, he knew. He knew
no,
that
he
he
did.
fucked up.
And it's a very simple. He knew. He trusted God. Even let me just continue with this verse.
Is the numbers for it?
Then will I teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee. It says, then will I. It's you who teach them, who shows them, but it's also God because we are part of God. We have His Spirit, and the Spirit is one. You remember this conversation that we had with the Spirit, and all three were one. We're one with God. I'm not going to go into it now. Might be a lot.
There's no conversation. I mean, the verse says so.
Well, right, correct.
Which
But,
ends all of that.
oh man. Damn,
Okay, so now this is where we get into here. Neither is he that planteth anything, neither is he that watereth, but God that giveth the increase, which is true.
Correct.
It is
Beautiful.
absolutely true. But you're still responsible for your own work.
And every man shall bear his own burden.
And every man shall bear his own burden. Galatians chapter 6.
Verse 9.
4, 5, and 6.
4, 5.
Galatians 6, 4. But let every man prove his own work. And then shall he be rejoicing in himself alone, and not in another, for every man shall bear his own burden. Let him that is taught in the word, and this right here tells you, if you know it, you have to communicate unto him that teacheth in all good things, as one to another. Be not deceived. God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. If you keep doing it your way, you're going to end up with your way. But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. And let us not be weary in well doing. Look, right there. Let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. If we
If
do
he
our
says
job.
if we faint not.
As we have
That also
therefore
goes,
opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith. Means
yep.
teach. You got to do your job. You see how large a letter I've written with my own hand. As many as desire to make a fair show of the flesh, they constrain you to be circumcised. Going another way. Only lest they should suffer persecution for the cross of Christ. And then this is where I would come in. This is where I come in. You want to talk about suffering persecution for the cross of Christ? Nobody, not a single fucking person that I have converted has gone through what I've gone through for the gospel. I put my family through it. We got persecuted, and we're gonna go through it 10 times harder. It's gonna happen. I can't wait for summer. I really can't. I really fucking can't. But if you're not getting persecuted, you're not doing your job. That's it.
If you have sinners siding with you, are you doing your job?
Yeah, if sinners are siding with you, there's a problem. Even the Bible says so.
There's
It says,
something that's
beware when all men shall speak well of you.
Mhm.
That's it. You're done. You're done. I don't know
Ain't
who
that
seed
big.
is, but they really are done. Like if you don't do your job, he said, "Be fruitful, multiply." If you're not going to multiply, if you're too lazy and too scared, and you don't want to get persecuted, you don't want to go through the legal system, then you're a bitch. Get the fuck
And
off.
look at this. Look what Seed said. 1 Corinthians 3. No, now he that planteth and he that watereth are one.
Nothing.
So
Yeah, they are one,
right,
but it's
they're one.
God that gives the increase.
Correct.
Absolutely.
But look at this. And
Absolutely.
every man shall receive his own reward according to what? His own labor. His own labor.
Your own labor. If
Who
you turn
brings
your back
who
on the
brings the
book,
increase? Boom.
yeah, if you turn your back on the book, you're done.
No.
Hang on, Tim. Let's so we're on the same page. If somebody turns their back on the book, even one verse,
One
what is
verse,
that?
one letter, one period. They deny him. They're denying they're
They're
denying the
done.
Bible.
They're
They're
done.
like, how is that hard for people to see?
No, God
It's the
does
same
bring the
thing.
increase. That's
He
the whole
does
purpose. Like
absolutely
my
because he
whole
did it
channel
for
is based on
everybody.
that. Like God brings the increase. He really does. It has
Now
nothing to do with me,
I'm a
but
testimony
I do
to
the
that.
work.
Perry can
Yeah, Tim
testify
is
to exactly where I was
you are a testimony to that. Yep.
in every way, shape, or form. God brought the increase, but who converted? Who showed me? Where did I go to? I was going to the Bible, but I didn't
There's
understand
no
it. Who
contention.
did I go to? Who was
The Bible
teaching
says what
me?
it says.
God. It was God. Perry showed me.
Oof,
God
got
brought the
heartburn.
increase. It's simple. That's where the profitable servant comes through. He gives us one talent. He gives us knowledge, but he says, "Hey,
This
reproduce with it."
person accuses me
There-
of saying that I make the plant grow. No, I just put in the work to make the roots thick. That's all.
You're claiming to make the plant. No, absolutely not. We don't
I've
make it
never
grow.
claimed to make the plant grow. No, I've never
So
claimed that.
who gets the
It's
glory?
bullshit.
Glory. Period. God. God gets the glory because everything is about
God
God.
gets glory in everything, in absolutely everything.
Literally everything. But
It's
who is
always
the one
Jesus
that
all the
starts
time.
showing you? Who teaches? Who is that pastor, that preacher that will show
Yeah?
you and teach
Who's the
you?
one that spoke the word of God unto you? That's it.
Correct. Who brings the gospel? Or let's tie this to Romans. Let's go to Romans.
That's
It
beautiful.
is.
I love you, Tim. Thank you.
I'm just.
That's what
It's
it
so
is.
simple. It's right
That's
there.
really what it is. It's so easy.
Who brings? Okay, yeah, God brings the increase in every way, shape, or form. Who brings the peace? What verse is it? I had it. Right here. Of glad tidings. Let me find it. You said you converted to him. Is that not making the plant grow? No, it's. I think you're getting in your own kind of deceit or weird
No, that
understanding.
just means I did my job.
No,
A
I'm
true,
talking. I'm
a
talking to deceit.
true. I know what they're saying. But go to Proverbs 14:25. a true witness delivers souls. This is
Correct.
the problem with this
Boom.
person. So it probably is Randall or Carrie. It's one of them, and they're being really calm.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a true witness. Like, yeah, there you go. A true witness. A true witness delivereth souls. Who is the witness? He delivereth that soul. He shows them. He teaches them. But it is also the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. As soon as your mind is unlocked, boom, that's where God brings the increase. You show them the way. You show them from the lie, from the error that they were. You can tie that to James or Peter for if when you convert the sinner from the error of his way. When you convert the sinner from the error
this
of
is
his
not
ways.
Randall or Carrie. Oh, awesome microwave.
They could also be lying in faith. Not Randall. I mean, then who is this? Who would
But
it be?
are they really in faith? I mean, if they turn their back on the book, they're not in faith.
Correct.
So
Not
okay,
in their
so it's
own
not Randall
mind.
or Carrie. But at the end of the day,
It wouldn't matter. I mean, either way.
it is still God that makes it grow. Like no matter what I put out
Absolutely.
here, it is still God. It is still God that makes it grow. It has nothing to do with me. Everything has to do with Him, and He's got to open their minds. If they can't understand it, it's because they're closed. It's all about Him.
You don't want to believe
But if
it.
I don't
And
open my mouth, then where's His chance to open their mind?
are you being profitable? Are you going to be cast out
Yeah.
just like unbelievers? Do you hide that talent?
Well, no matter what, I still say I'm unprofitable.
Right, correct. But are you still like? Would you be that person who hides his talent? You know that one. He got scared. Said that
Oh,
he
not in a
feared.
million years, dude. There's no fear. Yeah, no fear.
Exactly. There you go.
Oh, definitely more than that, T. Definitely more
He
than
said,
that.
without Jesus
That is not.
within your being, what can you do? What can you produce? Nothing. Because if you don't have the Spirit, you are sensual.
And the
Not having
proselytes.
like it's simple. Yes, it's all about Him.
Yeah, it's all about Him.
It is. And
It's always all about Him.
Now let me say this real quick. My testimony.
What?
Just one thing.
All of them,
There was a time
in the truth.
responding to Carrie. I mean, even whoever is watching.
It's not Carrie. It's not Carrie.
No, regarding whoever it is, it doesn't matter. There was a time where I watched and I went through the study. I went through the full. It was about 45 minutes, and I was getting mad, and I started commenting. I was like, "This is demonic. This and this and this," and I left it 6-7 months. I just stopped. Wait,
because I see where they're going. So they're saying, yes, so he that plants and he that waters are nothing. That is correct. But he that plants and he that waters are the ones that threw it to the exchangers.
Boom.
And they are something. Yeah. You have to do your job.
And with that verse, yes, he that
Ezekiel
plants, he that
33
waters
is so
are
clear about
nothing.
this. It says, if you do not warn the wicked,
Right.
I will
Boom.
take their
Require
blood
their blood
on
and
you.
require
Yeah,
that you're
and I'm
require
gonna go
that you're him.
right here.
You keep your mouth shut if you don't say anything. Like,
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes.
what do you mean?
Right? Here, verse 8. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die. If thou dost not speak to warn the wicked from his way, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand. So, if you say you believe, and then you don't want to preach, well, then you don't really believe.
Are you having faith? For faith without works is dead.
And that is the truth. That really, really is the truth. Faith without works is dead. If you say you believe and you won't do anything for it and you won't step up to the plate, then you don't believe to begin with. You're just making excuses. There's a cheese. All right, I'm getting off here, Jim. I love you.
Yeah,
I'll be here for tomorrow.
I gotta go to sleep. Absolutely.
All right, enjoy your night, everybody.
Me too. And whoever this
Salute.
seed person is.
I salute the brethren.
Amen.
Yep. I'm going to go eat dinner and go to bed. Love you guys.
Yep.